Interesting. There we go. The kilobits per second is finally stabilizing. I don't like to sort of get started really until we sort of see the stabilization in the upstream. it's sort of bouncing around wildly. Anyway, hopefully it'll be okay. Welcome, guys. Welcome. This is episode 2 of our Dwarf Fortress sort of zombie dinosaur update. Not that we've actually seen any dinosaurs yet, but they will come. They will come soon. Now, what are we doing? We've got 3 hostiles. Let's have a quick look at that. So we've got this moose, which is a fair way away from where we are. We've got harpies that are still... They're also a fair way away from where we started, and this one as well is a fair way away. So, are we outside or not? I know that the alert is off. Where is the home? I just press F1. That takes me back to here. So this is open. So with this open at the moment. And I can't lock it. Okay, so that's not able to be locked. There we go. We've got Began outside doing stuff. He's still hauling. He's still safe. We've also got Resmelin, who did a great job. Resmelin is actually, just as a quick summary, he saved the day. He actually saved all of the... well, he's actually... His in this case, his sort of lover is Sick, who is also the leader of the band. She's actually in charge of the actual of the group. And he managed to save her and also the whole fortress, to be honest. Well, probably not the whole fortress. I think the others would have been able to get and do some stuff. But he came through, if we have a look at his military skills and look at the kills, he actually has got 4 kills. The 4 zombies that we've killed so far. So 3 zombie harpies. He's sort of done the job in through this other side, and 1 zombie skunk as well killed so far. Now, the big moose is going to be beyond us, I think, so I don't really want to have that zombie moose get too close to where we're operating. I don't really want to have these guys fight the zombie moose. Anyway, they're still just all going off, doing what they do. So, yeah, everyone's pretty happy, actually. These are the originals. Everyone's sort of been named at this point in time, so we'll just keep on sort of going. We're trying to just really establish what we have. So I think I can still... go down. We've got a few different things we need to go and do now. Why is Sick walking around through here now? Sick has also now got, after the zombie attacks, has got like a lot of, where you see things are dented, like a head is dented, neck is dented, right upper leg is dented, right lower arm is dented, right upper arm is dented, left foot is dented, left lower leg is dented, and her left lower leg is dented, lower arm, lower body, upper body. She's full of scars. The dented means scarring. So she's got scarring all over her. And so she hasn't been able to do anything. She's also got no clothes anymore because they've all been ripped off by the harpies. The harpies actually just like tore her to shreds. And it was a Resmelin who actually did come through and eventually to save her. But that's sort of... so Sick is... yeah, she's on the stairs as well. Just coming up to do stuff. Now, she's storing items. Do I want her doing that, or do we want them... I think at this stage, maybe we do want them storing items so we can sort of get things done. Still got a fair bit we can put into here. I've locked the animals in here until we can sort of sort these out. We don't even know if this is an animating biome at all. If it is an animating biome, these need to actually have grass. These are grazers. These are both grazing animals. The turkeys aren't. So the turkeys I can sort of keep safely just in amongst everything else. So we are keeping everything open. We can always lock this unless this also gets blocked by something. So at this point, I think I'm still okay. Even the harpy skeleton on top of the fortress here is actually not blocking the actual the hatch itself. The hatch is still sort of usable, which is good. Anyway, we haven't gone too far. So Syrian's saying good morning and hi Sick, how you going? Saying, gee, Sick, wear some clothes. Like to give it naked, says Sick. Yeah, so Sick actually, with that attack, like all of Sick's clothing was torn off. So if we have a look and see what the items are, what she got? She's got a damaged left glove, a sock and a shoe on her right foot, and and actually she's still wearing a dingo leather shoe on her right foot. That's it. That's all we've got. So just some a wool shoe and a leather shoe. So we will need to try to find. That's going to make her unhappy. We've got two that are very unhappy. Another one sort of tending that way. Actually, we've got one that is very happy. That'll be Klingzog, I think. It must be Klingzog. But anyway, let's not worry too much about them just yet. We'll just have a double check. So the one that is happy, yeah, is Klingzog. Klingzog is happy because just doing mining. I think I might lock fairly soon. I'm going to lock Sick into just mining as well, fairly soon. Began is very unhappy. He was sort of he had to avoid a lot of fighting when he was out and about. And orangutans, the farmer, also had to avoid a lot of fighting. So these two here did take a bit of a brunt of the harpy attack. Orangutans, I think, is still actually is still pretty good if we look at the items. Still got a leather tunic, gloves, left and right hands. These are all sort of being damaged though by the harpy attacks. So again, lost some clothing, but getting there. Spatter of orangutans. So this is actually. I wish there was a way to see this more clearly. So this one's covered in blood from orangutans, and it's also got the rotten slime. It's not raining the slime anymore, but still got it all over them. I think what we might have to do is urgently get a watering hole, a place where they can actually go and sort of wash themselves. And we can do that pretty easily. If we just go back up again, we've got like a location through here which is sort of like deeper into the fortress. And eventually I'll be wanting to have one in here. But what we can do is just go back up this staircase. The aquifer is in here. So what I might do is I might just, and I'll just do it so that at least we've just got some water. So we'll go and I'll dig across, just sort of away from where we're wanting to be. So we'll dig out this way, and I'll dig like a bit of an open pit area here. And all we have to do is just dig down. So if I'll dig a channel down everywhere. I need to get like a staircase. Actually, I don't even need that. Let's just get let's just dig straight down. So we'll just dig a ramp, sorry, not a ramp, a channel in that area. That should be it. That should give us a pond, basically, ultimately. And I might even just dig it out across here as well. I might set Sick back to mining. They will enjoy the mining. This will then give me a water source. It won't be great, but it'll do for now. And then we can do a proper one later on. In fact, I don't even need to do it even that big. Let's just get rid of that bit. So, and if it's sort of channeled in, they'll be able to at least walk up the slopes, and should be safe enough, I hope. We need to have a way for them to wash that slime and stuff off. So I'll just do it there. Actually, I might set it back a little bit further. Just get rid of that one. Just do another channel at the back, and then just remove those two there. Okay, so that sort of gets us at least to that point. So they can, because they're all going to be covered in blood and stuff. Like if we have a look at the items, yeah, covered in our own blood there everywhere, and also the rotten slime everywhere. All right, so it rains horrible slime that bruises. It's a bruising slime. Well, it's going to be a pretty quick priority. Yeah, well, that will be enough to at least just get them sorted. It's 2 layers under. It's not great. It's also a source of weakness for the fortress, but anyway, look, it'll do for now. There's no easy way around that one, but at least I can just use the aquifer for that. It'll take a bit of time for the aquifer to fill that up, but it will do. Okay, 2 injured citizens. Yep, no functioning hospital. That's okay. We'll come back to those. That'll be the bruising mainly from being outside in the slime. The slime is not good for them at all. In fact, if I go and click on them, yeah. So we've got orangutans. This is why they're so unhappy as well. Like orangutans, if we have a look at the health and description. Oh, this is from the. Actually, this is a bit different. The bruising is. The bruising is from the slime, but I think that the upper lip is mangled beyond recognition and the tongue is mangled beyond recognition. I think it's from the harpy attack. I think that's where that actually fell in. So orangutans is going to be sort of not the best there. Who else was the one that's struggling here? Began. Began is. If we look at health and description, left hand is, yeah, so this is actually from the harpy attack. He did pretty well, just didn't actually fight back. He was wanting to fight back, but just couldn't. But he was rolling around all over the wagon doing the fighting. I thought he was going to be the first one killed, to be honest, which is sort of the usual thing. Let's just go back down to the labour menu, and we will actually go and lock in sick as a miner, just so that we can get all these things done. And so from mining, basically they'll just be the 2 miners. That can work, I think. So because we've got a lot of work to do with everything in the actual fortress itself. Now just wondering if we don't start to sort of maybe just make it look a little bit neater. I always just do squarish, rectangular shapes, but we don't have to. We can go down into here and even look at making these into more of a circular form. I might do that actually. I might just lock off this stuff, and we'll just make a big because this is going to be a bit more of an open area, like a bit of an open area that we actually have in here. So I'll still set it up this wide, but there is a way of drawing a circle, and I forget what it is. Where is it? It'll be under mining, I think. I've never done this. I've always just done. So this would be good for me to try this one. So this one here is to change the corners of a rectangle. Don't have anything else there. That's just drawing. That's not it. I was sure there was like a helper that you can access. Must be under. Maybe it's under DF hack. Let's open it up. Go into the launcher. And I'm guessing it'll be called circle. Dig circle, there it is. So provides commands for designing designating circles for digging. So command dig V, designate all the selected vein for digging. Okay, that's not really what we want there. Dig a vein. That's not. Oh, that's just dig. Hang on, dig circle. Designate circles. Okay, well I'll just, that's all we have to do, it says. There's a lot in here, usage, dig circle diameter. Okay, so we've got dig circle diameter. I don't know what the solidity is, action, designation. Okay, so that's what we need to do, is just the diameter is the number of tiles across the center of the circle that you want to dig. See the dig circle section below for more options. Examples, dig circle, do it again. Okay, dig a filled circle with a diameter of 3 tiles at dig priority 2. I don't need the priority. So dig a filled circle. Not sure what that means. Maybe just if you just do a circle, it won't really worry me too much. Dig circle. So hollow designates hollow circles, the default, so we don't need to do that one. Filled is filled circle, so the inside is, so you can create like a walkway. Set, that'll be okay. Unset, yeah, I'll just do the default. We'll just put in the amount. So it's just going to be dig circle, and the diameter is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So dig circle 16, and so we need to come 8 down from here, which is as far as we've dug up. Now that's not going to quite work, is it? Because the central point is here. So I'm thinking that it's going to be wanting to... It may still be a... no, these are right on the edge, so I'm going to have to go up a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess it'll tell me. So there's three out, and then 8 from there. Let's do that. That'll look fairly neat, actually, because this will be the sort of like the one of the main areas that we sort of end up having in it. So let's just go back into DF hack, launcher, dig circle, diameter is 16, and oh, hang on, I need to set the other one out first. I need to have my cursor in a spot. So the cursor was in the wrong spot there. So I'm just going to go and remove those. We'll get there. We're learning as we go, which is the way to do it. So I need to move the cursor up. I can do that just with the arrow key. I've got that sort of set to be where it needs to be. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's about right. And then 3 up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. So we'll do that again. And I think I can just do a dig circle, and it'll just do the same one again, I'm assuming. Yes, it will. Now I'm sort of 1 over. Actually, that sort of works. Let's just right click on that one. That's gone too far back. I need it to be 1 further back this way. You know, I don't need to go up as high, I don't think. Or maybe I do because of this. All right, so yeah, I'm now too far. Like if it's an odd number, it'll be nice and exact. But the fact it's this way, it's sort of not. So we'll just move it back this way 1, and just do the same one again. I'm just going to get rid of these now, because they should not be there. And I need to still go up to there, don't I? So that's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to be right there. Okay, and then we'll clean up this other bits and pieces after this. Do we want that big? Maybe we do. I mean, if I don't do it from here, I think that still has to be part of whatever the circle is. If we find that it ends up being too far out, I'll just go and clean it up. So we'll do that one more time. Launch. I can just go Control Shift D and do it if I wanted to. Dig circle. That looks good. Yeah, I can actually do that. I can do it 2 down. All right, let's ditch all of that. We'll get there eventually, guys. We will get there eventually. But this is working. All right, so we'll do it from here. And I'll just get rid of those as well. One more time. Control Shift D, dig circle. Enter. There we are. So that's now got it. That's got it. Okay. Hi Beacon, how are you going? And now get rid of all of this stuff. So these ones just happen to be exactly right, so which is fine. Thank you, Beacon, for those gifted subs. That's very, very much appreciated. It's fantastic. Thank you. So I think it was DF hack. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, quick fort. Quick fort is more for like a fully designed fort, Whereas in this case, I just want to sort of just get this like the circular shape. Now it's not hollow. It's hollow. Yeah, this is just creating like a walkway, which is fine. I can just draw that one in. Let's go to the bottom bit as well, and just set that one up. So we want it to be like the third rung up. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Just do the same one down through here. Dig circle. Enter. Right, there we go. So this will be the look of the fort that we'll then sort of have, which I think will look fairly neat, actually. This is looking pretty damn good. And so that's now going to be set like that. And we'll just go further up as well. And I'll just dig out the guts of this eventually, but I won't do that just yet. We'll just make this, I don't know what we'll use this one for. Could be for taverns maybe, or something like that eventually. Initially, this top one is just going to be used for storage. But that'll make the look of the fort look a little bit sort of neat as we sort of come back through. So this could be, this will be sort of like public areas of the fortress, and then we'll actually have sort of deeper areas coming back off that. I'm not going to open this up just yet, so I'll just keep this one sort of just sitting where it is. So that is not important for me, but this will be for the future. That's all we'll do on this layer, I think. We'll just sort of allow them to keep on sort of digging their way into things. But that's a bit different than what I normally do in the forts. So we'll leave that one there. The others are just sort of sleeping. Let's just go and monitor the zombies and just make sure that they're actually going to be doing the right thing. Yeah, this is all the now this is damp rock. So even though we've sort of dug all this area out, we know that the roofing itself is damp. And that's because of the when we've got the digging tools selected, we've got aquifer up through here. So this is all aquifer everywhere, which means that I can set up. I don't have to go up this way to build anything. I can actually just go up, like deeper into the fortress to create the wells. So I can sort of just go and do that actually, even from as I sort of go down deeper. Like even from this layer, I can actually sort of build a well system anywhere I like, really. I think I'll still just keep these where they are. So we might sort of build the well system off to the side up through here or here. Like we do actually have, on the surface, we do have some, it raises the like there's a hill that sort of starts off around the outside. In fact, if we go up the top and just have a bit of a look, I'll just ditch get rid of that. But through here, this means the aquifer will also then sort of roll with the land a little bit. So we do actually have a bit of water. We could go out this far, for example, just see how deep that is. Yeah, that's so we've got it all the way across actually. So I might look at making the well a little bit more over this other area here. That's still actually where the aquifer should still be fairly strong. All right, let's continue on. What we want to do probably more than anything now is to have a look at the moose while the others just start to just work. So I'm just going to let them sort of do their own thing. And where the hell is it? Let's just click on the hostiles. So we'll keep track of this particular moose. And it's a cow moose corpse, and so these are 3 times as strong as a normal normal moose, which is what makes them dangerous. So we're following we'll just go and just go and bring this one through. The harpies are also just wandering around. Come on, leave. And so as long as it doesn't get close enough to be triggered by us, it's not aware of us yet, it's just sort of zombieing around in the... it nearly left. Looking for also any sort of interaction, any damage that's being done. Now it's moving still for a long way away. I'm just going to pause that. It's moved it's moved down into the... it was on the hill. It's now moved down a little bit. Let's just keep it going a little bit longer. I'm not seeing any other fighting going on anywhere. And Resmelin and the others will be sort of tracking things through. Now it's raining rotten slime again. I'm just going to pause. I want to see where this actually is. This is down near where the moose is. So so the rain is down that way. It's a bit hard to sort of see it, but it could sort of literally be anywhere. I mean, the rain has been very, very prevalent. This one now, Neuromance, this is Supreme Plague. Lover is Began. Began Urn-rooted. Now, at the moment, everyone is sort of fairly safe. We do need to keep on getting more things back inside. This Carpenter's Workshop, I think I'll remove that one. I'll just go back down again and just see if this is now full, which it actually is. So there's nothing else they can bring in down there. So let's just go down a bit deeper into here and start to build another stockpile area. Yeah, we'll start with just this being like our main stockpile for the start. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up the rocks first. So we're going to use auto dump for that, just to get them out of the way. It's a little bit cheaty, particularly when we're trying to establish these sorts of areas, but it does keep things nice and neat. So I'm just going to go and place the rocks maybe just here for now. So I can just go in and now it's there's a few different ways of, well, it's not a few different ways. There's one main way of doing it, which is to essentially just use a DF hack to auto dump the rocks. But isn't there a cleaner way of doing it? I'm just trying to think of the if I go into, there is actually a GUI auto dump. This was the one here. This what this auto dump does is double click on the tile to teleport and mark for dumping. So any items marked for dumping. So all we have to do is actually, I'll come back to this. We need to dump the tiles, so dump the actual all the rocks. So we're just going to do that. That will then fix up. It'll also allow them to go out and get a little bit more stuff from outside, which I don't know if I want them to do that. Now this is a designation. So if we go across to, where's the designations? It's one of these. Not those. God, it's funny, you know. I've just not that. So, no, this is all the wrong stuff. Where is it? God, you know, it's oh, there it is. Designate items. So we've got different things in here we can do with designation. So with this, we've got we've got sort of like to claim. We claim when we dump an item and it's been auto dumped. By default, it goes back to being then locked away, so that no one can, it's forbidden, so that citizens can't use it. But the GUI allows them to actually go and make use of it straight away again. So it's sort of like you have to do less steps to sort of get what you want. But we're just going to go and designate all of this stuff for dumping. Now, if we had other things that we had designated for dumping, for example, like the harpy corpse at the top, that would be different again. So I'll just go and get all of the rocks. It's just going to be designated for dumping. Sometimes there may be other things on top as well. I'll just go and grab these. This mining should make Sick a bit happier ultimately. Just doing all the mining. Just go down as well. Just grab all of this rock from in here as well. Just clean up the fortress. So we've got that area, and then this area, a bit of rock in there as well. So we don't need this rock in these zones. I don't think there's any rock on the staircase there. No, that's okay. Yeah, that was moving. I don't know why. Anyway, that's all right. So we'll just come back down into the fortress, and I'll just designate it to there. So if I just go back into the DF hack GUI auto dump, this is such a useful little thing. So all I need to do is just double click on a tile to teleport 62 items. So I can set up different things, like, you know, which I don't need. It's just literally a double click to there. And so that's now got, actually, there's a few wine barrels and things that also came back through in a shoe. So you can see we picked up a few extras there that we didn't really want to be picking up. but that's okay. We've still got, like, it's mainly just cleaned up the whole of the fortress. So there were a few wine barrels that we were also just sharing the spots with with those rocks. But that's okay. At least they're there, and they're not. All of these, none of these things. Whoops, hang on. None of these are actually set for. These are all completely open, so they'll move them around. Now, what I might do is I might just bring everyone back inside again, just to. Even though we've now opened this one up a little bit, we've still got 3 hostiles. I'm just going to go and. I'll wait for this to sort of form. So I'm just going to go and tell everyone I'm going to activate the civilian alert, and we'll just get them all inside. Now, this we haven't set up for the civilian alert yet, so let's just go and establish our burrows. We need to sort of paint where we're going to be sort of working. So we will just go and click on repaint. This is our safe burrow, which we set up yesterday. So I'm just going to go and build all of that. And all of this. So this is the areas that the dwarves can operate in. Just need to make sure that they've got access to anywhere that we are wanting to work while we have the burrows on. Got that established. Then we're off there. That's okay at this stage. So we can do flood fills and stuff like this as well eventually, which I'll do as we get sort of deeper into the fortress. Okay, so with that on, they should all now turn around and come back inside and not get caught in the weather. I don't really want them being bruised. There's no urgency for us to bring the stuff in. We've got the stuff that we needed. Oh, hang on, this is a problem. No, it's only just to get them established. I just want them off. I want them from outside going inside. That's pretty much everyone now inside. So I can now lock this and turn off the burrow. So I can clear this civilian alert, and that is now done. So that's not a problem. So we'll just leave that one where that is. Just a quick way of just getting them inside. So there shouldn't be anyone outside. If there was anyone outside, we get a message down in here. So we now just wait. Yep, so we've got forbidden areas. We're going to get a few different messages now about them wanting to do different things. So we'll go back down again, and we will need to get a more secure well system somewhere. But I want to go deeper for that. What we'll do is we'll just get this all established first, and then we do need to also start to mine down to try to find the layers. I don't really want these guys outside, but I need to find a way for them to be able to get what they need as well. It could be that we create like an intricate system of almost like an internal stream for these guys from the aquifer that then drains off somewhere else. So Began's still just wandering around. Sick is still unhappy, which is not good. There we go, nice circular area. What I might do is also just start to set up a few different tasks in here while we're doing different things. So stuff that we do need to have is getting blocks is always really, really good to get. So we'll just go and we might start to sort of set up our work orders pretty soon as well. We're not really established far enough to do that one. So I'll just go and wish there was a quick way to repeat these orders. I mean, you can do repeat indefinitely, but that's not really what I want. So I'll just do a few things where we get just a few blocks around. It's just a nice quick way to be able to build stuff. And we'll then also go and get doors and some grates. No, not grates, just some hatch covers. And we've got one more that we can put in there. Slab, statue, table. Tables and thrones are going to be, actually that's really important. I'll ditch one of these blocks and get a chair as well. just so we can establish the quicker we can establish a work area, like an office, the better as well. So we'll just leave that one there. Okay, so we'll just need an office to get like the office manager or the fortress manager in set up. Two hostiles outside, skunk, and something else. What was it? A harpy still. Sort of a long way off. It should tell us when the weather has cleared. See how the slime is it growing or is it sort of disappearing? It's raining quite heavily here. It's unusual for us. We've had a lot of rain. There we go. What have we got here? No, it's still raining rotten slime. All right. At least it's not raining rotten slime here, it's just heavy rain. Usually winter is when we don't get rain. Yes, yeah, the actually orangutan saying at least it's not raining rotten slime in Oz, but you can hear it. Yeah, it's sort of funny. It's not cold rain either. It's like it's actually it warms the air temperature up when it rains here. Otherwise, it's in winter it's fairly cold. Whoa, 9 hostiles. What have we got this time? So with that skunk, it's sort of getting down a bit closer. Now we've got, we can certainly deal with cougars, whatever it is, dingoes. Yep, so we've got a bunch of dingoes have made their way in. All right, we'll just, well, when it's safe, we'll go back outside again. So we'll just go back down again to the below the fortress. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. This is good. This is what we wanted. So this will then start to leak in, and so it's only level 1 at this stage. And I will set this one up initially as just a water source. It's not going to be great, but it'll sort of be okay. So we'll just go into a zone. And so we've got different things, like we've got dining halls. Actually, one thing I do need to set up is a meeting area, pretty much straight away. Dining halls, pen pastures, pits or ponds, water source there. So your citizens will drink at a water source or gather water using buckets for various tasks. This is useful if you don't have a functioning well. You want to control exactly where the tasks take place, which is sort of what we want. It should always also be where they go and clean themselves off. So I'm just going to go and click on that one, and I'm going to ultimately just make that my water source. So it says 0 of 0 at this stage because we don't actually have anything, but we'll still accept it. So eventually that will fill up, but that's where it will be. So, and unfortunately it's sort of here, but we'll end up getting rid of this fairly soon. And then that will be, that won't be then used. But that will fill up nicely, which is good. Now, if they've already done that, let's just go back down. Yeah, they're very close now to finishing off this first little group. We'll start to set everything up in here initially and get it so that we move deeper into the fortress. But let's go and set up so that we can actually now go and go deeper into the actual fortress itself from this point and start to find the lower levels. And I will still clean all this area up. I don't think I'll open it up because this is enough for me to do everything I need to do here. I'll just go and plan ahead. So we'll just go into here. We'll set up, this will be the main entry into the actual fortress itself. So I'll just come and make this one a big flat area through here. And so what we'll end up doing is we'll do the well at the other end of the fortress. I could even do that one there. Let's just do this, and we'll end up with a intricate staircase. So this will be the actual main part of the fortress itself. So we'll make it 5 by 5s when we actually come off on a landing, and we'll just go and create. Initially, I just want to find out where is the cavern layer, just so I can work backwards from there. So I'm going to start here and just mine a long way down, so maybe sort of like -15 or something, like elevation of -15. So we'll just go down, and then we'll sort of clean it up when we find out what's there. So we can use this for planning. This will be our main staircase down. And so we may lock this one off away from where there's other units sort of doing things, like as in, like, you know, we may not let the public down this way, simply because of if we don't even know if this is an animating biome yet. Okay, now this is Began has Cancel's cleaned himself. The water source is now contaminated. How deep is it though? It's only level 2. Muddy dusting of mud. I'm still going to just leave that where that is. We'll fix it. We'll fix it up soonish. Yeah, we can have wells on top of wells. That's the other thing we can do. But we want to see if there's anything else. So at least they're starting to clean themselves. So we've now got a pool of rotten slime back down in through here. We'll just see what happens if we get more of those sort of messages. We did lock that, didn't we, the top door? Yes, we did. It's forbidden. So it's only like door smashers would be able to break their way through there, but that's not going to be, like, the animals aren't going to really be in that category. Okay, down we go. So we'll... Okay, we're getting through all this stuff, which is good. You know, I think that what we might do is... oh, there we go. Now, we're already now in early summer. So we've gone through spring, summer. So we've now... Autumn is when the caravan's going to arrive. And we do need to be ready for that. So we're going to also have to prepare that. So we're going to have to think ahead a little bit with that. And it's probably down around this sort of level that is where I'm going to be wanting to have the caravan, ultimately. Or maybe it's actually in the bottom level that we actually have, where we can at least use this sort of airlock system here just to protect the rest of the fortress. So it might be best for us to have the caravan come in here somewhere, I'm thinking, ultimately. So we'll plan that one out. You know, they still haven't dug down too far just yet. Just let them go ahead and keep on digging this out. Now, Sika's got nothing else to do. He's going off to have a drink. Uh-oh. What the hell? What the hell? We've got another aquifer. All right. Okay, so we have to punch our way through a second aquifer. Well, that's actually not a bad thing. It means that we've... so we'll just go and have a quick look. Yeah, so this is actually now another aquifer. It could be a... What have we got in here? Dolomite. And this is a conglomerate. So you can see down there it says conglomerate wall, damp, rough-hewn conglomerate wall. So we're going to need to clean this up, which is going to be a little bit trickier again. So we'll just go across and so we'll have to sort of dig our way through this. Again, it's only going to be light aquifers here, which is useful. And you saw there, we could actually now make use of this aquifer to build a more functioning water source. At least this will be sort of away from the top surface. So quite often you get these multiple layers of aquifers, and we've certainly got our one through here. I'm just going to punch my way through. So I'm just going to start above where I want to go through. Make sure that I'm on the up-down stair. Again, this is important. Otherwise, you end up with just an upstairs. So start on the upstairs and make sure that you move down to where there's already a designation for an up-down stair. Let's just go and do that, and then we'll just watch what actually happens here. So we know that it's an aquifer, and we've told them to go ahead and mine this. Here it comes. And there should be another designation. I might just ditch this one just so that we get another. Oh, it's now summer. Yep, that's okay. And we'll just, there we go. So I'll just pause again, and it's another designation of it being damp. So what we'll do is we'll just punch our way out of here, in around here, and we'll do the same trick that we've used before, just to sort of clean up the. Actually, we don't need to do it this way. We can smooth the wall. That will actually do the job. So let's rather than actually do that, we'll do smoothing. So we'll just go back into this is set wall smoothing. Now, one thing we have to do is make sure that everyone is set to do that. I just want to double check this one. So if I go down to stone cutting, everyone does this, which is fine. So we don't have anyone designated to do it. If this is a big, long area, then we may need to do it. But I think a lot of the dwarves have got nothing else to do, nothing better to do than do this. So the conglomerate wall can be smoothed. It's still rock. And we do need to then punch our way down deeper again. So we're just going to go in and again start with the up-down stair. Very important that we maintain these up-down stairs all the way through. And oops, wrong one. Stair, I've done it wrong. I need to go to another up-down stair, just so it maintains the up-down stairs all the way. Now it's done it again, so we're going even deeper again. Conglomerate can be fairly thick. They're all smoothing this, which is great. So we don't have too many in the way of what we're doing. We'll just keep the stairs sort of coming back in, and to just keep this moving along. And they've struck phrase. See how this is not aquifer? But this is. So we've still actually, that's still not working as well. Okay, we've smoothed that one, smoothing these as well. Let's just go and smooth these while we're here. If the water gets above about level 2 where we're working, I'm going to have to do other things. Actually, I don't need to do that one. I only need to do those two. I'll just go and undesignate that one. These are not aquifer, they're just damp. So it's just a bit of dampness. And just go back into here again, the stairs, start with the up-down, go past the next one, go to the next up-down stair that's been designated. Now I'm just going to pause again. Still got aquifer. Now what have we got there? This is, that's damp. But this is, see how the aquifer is actually now sort of rippling down? It's sort of actually now got like a starting up high and then rippling down as it sort of goes back down into this area. So we're still at aquifer in here, but not here. So I love that they've done this sort of designation that never used to be like this. It was always guesswork with this stuff. And we're still at aquifer down in here, but this is interesting. Now, not sure why that's not, why that's sort of, yeah, these are still just conglomerates. But that's okay. That's okay. We can deal with all of this. So we're everyone should be smoothing those walls. Yep, that's good. They've smoothed all of that. So they're smoothed. They're being smoothed at the moment, which is good. So at least everyone's sort of working to get this one done. And then we just need to go back in again. It's just time-consuming getting through the aquifers, but it's not bad. And they can be very useful. They will be useful for us. They're going to be a bit of a, you know, they're going to be useful for us to sort of be able to do anything. Just actually we'll go back to get the mining tools. There we go, we're through again, and we'll just pause yet again, and yep, damp stone, it's still aquifer. Oh no, it's not. So they've been, this is now the last layer of the aquifer. So we'll just do the wall smoothing here, here, and here. So again, this is, the aquifer is now sort of gone, it's fairly deep at this point, which means that we may have to, you know, really, if we're going to make this workable at all, we're going to have to go a bit deeper than where we are here. And we should be past it now. This is just damp because there's aquifer above it. And so really our first usable layer is going to be here, this next one. And what have we found? Illuminite. Fantastic. This is great. Okay, so what we're going to be doing here is this is going to ultimately be the landing for the first part of our of where the fortress actually is. So that's going to be useful. So this one is our first sort of safe area, which will have sort of we'll move corridors off from in here, and so this will probably be like workshops or something like that, I think. Dragster has redeemed one. We haven't got anyone new just yet. Everyone has been named. So now I'm sorry I've missed a lot of the comments here, guys. I'm going to have to sort of zoom back up and just have a quick look and see if I've missed anything. Just do a yeah, there we go. So if you feel dehydrated, just have a sip of water every time the word aquifer drops. Yes. Well, we've had a double aquifer. There we go. Another sip of water. So we've punched our way through, and so far there's nothing come down into this point here. So we've got now, I can now get the other miner involved, and we can start to sort of clean up this zone if we needed to. So there's a bunch of them are now sort of setting up where they're just cleaning up this aquifer. So the aquifer is sort of off to the sides in here. We are going to need to go and clean all this up. It's fairly deep actually. When we have a look at it, what have we got? We've got level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 depth of aquifer there, and another sip of water. So yeah, so Zoe's son sounds like shaving, so smooth but time consuming. So do hope the walls stay smooth for quite a bit longer though. Yes, there we go. What kills your forts most often these days? Well, we nearly lost it yesterday. We nearly lost it with harpies, undead harpies coming in. But quite often it's actually just some... I'm usually very secure in my fortresses because I'm so used to playing these dangerous ones. But often it'll be like some sort of area where something can get in an area that you didn't think of before. And with the sieges now, they can actually cut their way through. So for me, it's mainly that I've just made a mistake and left an opening somewhere for something to get inside. Like this for me should be the most secure of everything that we actually have. Let's just continue on down. We're still looking for the for that bottom layer, for the bottom layer really. Just need to keep them sort of moving down. There we go. This is what we're looking for. So, you discovered an expansive cavern deep underground. Just go and click on OK, and I'm just going to pause because, oh wow, we've found it right. Gosh, this is going to make life a bit hard. No wonder there's no aquifer here. It's right here. It's right here. The aquifer is sort of right on the right above it. So we've found the cavern is actually way up. So it's actually really close. In that case, we may need to rethink what we do in here. Let's just go and get rid of this. This is definitely something we don't want to be having. Definitely don't want that either. Definitely don't want any of this, to be honest. Let's go and right click. Still got 9 hostiles. They're all above ground. They're all the dingoes. Just make sure there's no hostiles down with us down below. So let's go down to the cavern again. So we got down to where we wanted to start working, and then we've found the cavern is here. It goes a fair way down. Let's go and plan ahead now. Looks like we may have... There's no water anywhere. Damn it. But it's now we have to start planning for this. And we've got all this limonite into here. This is sort of like where things can go wrong. What we need to now is to find the choke points. We haven't found any water anywhere. That's the deepest layer there. Yep, that's as far as we can see anyway. And then we've got this over here. We'll just go back up. So the bottom of this area we know is an animating biome. So anything that dies in this sort of southern area down in here will come back alive. So they'll be zombified. We don't know about this area in here. So what I can do is I can just look at the mini map on the top right and just start to sort of zoom up and down. So I can see that. So as I go from -6, -5, I've got like a big flat area there. Come back up, choke point there. So we do actually have a choke point. The blue is now showing me that there's actually that we're looking down in some sort of depth with what's going on. Nice little choke point down there. You can see there's a choke point there, here, that goes up a couple, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 5 there before it then stops. So that bit there is a choke point that I can maintain and manage to block this area off. I don't know what's over this other side. I'm looking for big flat areas as well. As we sort of come back down into this other side, we have this all sort of gets locked off, but there's nothing. Again, if I just go to -6, so this is the bottom layer, comes back up, then it sort of changes, unfortunately, because it then goes into another pattern. So I'm looking at where we can sort of change things. So it goes up, big slopes there, so there's a lot for us to try to control if we try to control that. And then back up again, which sort of is not too bad here. And again, I've got 1, 2, 3 layers there. Like if that was walled off, that would actually be 3 layers. And then if we go back up this way, that doesn't matter, that's all gets blocked off, so it's this layer here. So we've got this area through here, 1, 2, that's only a 2-layer area that we'd need to block off. It's a long way away though. This is where we need the blocks for. Then we've got another one into here, where that one doesn't connect. It connects around here. So that there is actually only got 1 layer. So there, that's just a straight wall there. Okay, well this is, I think we can take where we've come out as the zone, and then we just, how many layers have we got over here? A fair few for this one, unfortunately. That one does have like a tall area at the top. That's going to be a bit trickier, this area here. I think the only way we can really do this is to block off a smallish zone to start with, and then expand out from it. And there's no water here, so this is of no value to me right now. The only value to me is that I can put my animals down this way, and that's the only value. But it's a long way down. If we got where was the things that only had like 1 layer? It was in here. That area there we could get to, but it's not a very clean system that we actually have there. Yeah, I'm not sure. Actually, I don't know what that is. I'll just get rid of that. Oh, that's just the cursor. That's okay. Well, I'm going to stop all this. Now, unfortunately, that really does change things for us. We don't know how much this opens up. We can't see beyond there. And I'm looking for like a single layer, really, of just where I can set up. And unfortunately, oh, that's 2 layers up the top there. It's just not enough. Not enough for us. It's a tricky one. This is really tricky because of what we need to try to do down in here. We've got another month, another season before the animals starve to death. I could just pop them out here for now and then bring them back inside. This is now sort of a weakness, so let's go and block this up to start with, and then we can think about it. So we'll just go back into here. We'll just go into constructions, walls, and that's going to be, oh hang on, it's planning. I'll just go and ditch it. Cancel construction. Oh, you need to have an opening before you can do a construction like this, so I'll need to open that up. So if we go across, yeah, I will actually set up another, I'll just go and build, again, the constructions, the walls. I had the planner on, so I'll just hide the planner and just go with dolomite. We've got some dolomite blocks, but I'll save them up. Wood is also fast for building, so we're going to have to think of what we can do down this way, and unfortunately there's we're going to need to see what's going on over this way as well. Wow, so as soon as we got through the aquifer, we're right here. Well, that does change things a bit. Well, it changes things a lot, actually. This makes it quite a hard fortress, ultimately, to maintain. We'll keep on going down and see if we can find the other area. So we may have to sort of rethink what we do in the top area of what we've got. Okay, well, there's nothing much we can do about that, so we'll just pause, and we'll just make this a priority. Oh yeah, we're already taken by Resmelin, so Resmelin will come back down this way. So that's going to just continue on. They'll just keep on digging down deeper. Hopefully we find like the next cavern down might be more hospitable for us. God, it makes it tricky now. This is not a nice location for us at all, because we can't use this aquifer zone. The aquifer zone is sort of now locked off to us. I don't want to be building just all in this top layer. I do need to be punching down. Maybe we have to go down a fair depth before we really get started. All right, well, we do need to make a big stockpile in here as well. So I'll just go and, yeah, I think we're going to have to actually work this top layer. I think we're just going to we'll find out what we've got to deal with down the bottom there. And we'll just keep on building more blocks, add new task, rock blocks, and I'll just set this one on repeat for now. So we just end up sort of making more and more blocks. Got a lot of these things anyway. I'll just go and dump all of this stuff just to clean it all up. So designation, dumping. And also all of this. Might as well just clean it up as we go. There's nothing else down the bottom there, that's okay. Alright, so we'll just go and get those dumped as well, just to keep the fortress clean. Auto dump, and just double click. Alright, so we'll set up we'll make this into one great big stockpile, just as a catch-all to start with. Accept, and we'll just make this into an all, and then we'll just go to custom, and we'll just turn off stone, and so no stone, and also no wood. Alright, well, if we can end up blocking off that layer, it would be good. The deeper we go, the more dangerous the layers get, so we have to be a bit careful of that as well. And then if we can't find much, I might just open this area up, and so we can at least sort of get things sort of working that way. I think I'll actually open up the fortress, although we've still got these 9 hostiles. No, I'll wait for them to disappear, and then we'll just keep on sort of doing our mining. So we'll just unpause this, let them keep on digging. Raining rotten slime, so I still don't want them outside when it's raining like that. Okay, we're now into a fairly deep area. Now this is the bottom of the fortress that we went. No, we're still going deeper. So what have we found in here? We've got galena. This is silver and lead. Got limestone, so that's going to be good for blocks and things. We've got claystone. So this is still more aquiferish type. Like these are sedimentary stones. So these are not the sort of igneous stones that I would have expected here, to be honest. Let's have a look at the map. Where are we on the map? Oh, we're on this creek bed. If we just go and center on the fort, we're in this sort of area through here. Actually, there was a creek that ran down through the middle. We can't see it in here, but there's a creek that runs down this way, which is probably why, I don't know, it's normally you'd expect it to be on these large rivers, although this river system here, it does come from this other side. Actually, it looks like all of that, looks like it doesn't quite meet up there, but it looks like that should all feed down into this river down through this other side. Mysterious lair of Eardank, population 10. I don't know what that is. There's rumours of artifacts there. Anyway, yeah, that's right. We're in the top left corner of the map. Another weird lair there as well. Anyway, that's okay. We'll just go and click on done. Well, I guess we just now build around what we know. So we'll start to sort of get like wells and things actually built properly. We can have a bit of a look up at the. Well, actually, I'll let them just keep on sort of building down. We can still build down in this particular zone. I might just keep on digging sort of straight down in here. So let's go and get the stairs. We start with an up-down stair here and just keep on digging our way down. We'll dig down to, say, -24. There we go. That should be if we don't find anything, we'll then figure it out as we go. There should have been a second one somewhere along the way there. That's fairly high up. We don't have a real lot of usable area here. What are they? Oh, that's the blocks. I'm just going to go and create a few bins here. Wooden bins. Got a bit of wood down in here. And struck galena, which is good. All right, so I'll open up this as well. So they might as well start to work on this little area. Now Sick is still unhappy, really unhappy. We need to get clothing and all that sort of stuff done, which means I do need to get the farming built. I think we have to bite the bullet. I think we have to go and bite the bullet. Let's just go down to where we know that we're going to be sort of working, which is this was going to be one layer that we were going to be doing. This is the bottom layer of where the areas actually are. I think I'm just going to concentrate on building a little area out through here. So let's just go and dig out this way a little bit, and then I'll set up a small farming zone out this other side. I'm still wanting that staircase. I could still get around this by manufacturing this if I can just secure this little zone. So I will secure this zone into here. So we'll do this, make this sort of like where we end up coming out and doing stuff, I guess. I'm going to have to be mindful of what we do. And we'll have a doorway that goes off this way. And I'm going to start the corridor that will end up going this way. I'll just get everything ready for us to be able to move quickly. So we're still breaking through here. There will be caverns off somewhere that we haven't we just are not finding. We may even punch through it into the third cavern, which is the deepest cavern. Here we go. So we found another cavern. Just go and click on OK. So I'm just going to pause this. This is it here. And it's so deep that we don't get to see the bottom of it. Now, I don't know if this is the third or the second cavern. I always forget the... depends on what sort of... We've got spore trees, tower caps, goblin caps. These aren't anything too bad. Tunnel tubes. This might be the second one. Wow, this is deep, really deep. So it goes a long way down. And fishes in water. Wow, this is negative 39. So we end up with water down into here. Lots of water at the bottom here. Well, I can't really make good use of this, I don't think. Where did we punch in? There. So we've got an up-down stair. Now, what this has done is at the very, very roof of the cavern, it's still, see how it's still going way up over here. This is this extends a long way up. That's very, very high. Gosh, this is a really unusual area that we actually have over here. There's more areas over there that we're now aware of. We just happen to sort of punch our way down into the middle of a big zone. Can we make use of stuff in here? Not really. No, not really. It's just way too deep, this one. So I think we're stuck with the previous one. Like this one is yeah, quite dramatic. Gosh, this is going to be hard. Yeah, so Grass Burgess is saying this is the medium risk, high reward cavern you want to play in. See how it goes. Right, well, we'll come back up to where we were punching down anyway. It was here. So this is now a source of weakness for anything that can climb or anything. If it's a long climb, actually, can it climb? Yeah, it can climb up this. So something could climb up there. And or fly. Flying or climbing is going to be the problem here. It's not. It's very minimal that risk that would actually happen, but that is now a threat at that location there. So we sort of need to we need to block that one off. So I'm just going to go and where we've got the other stairs. I think I'll still keep a main staircase coming back down this way. So we've got to there. I can build a staircase there all the way down fairly safely. And ultimately what I want to do is have an up-down stair all the way down through that location. So I'm going to start at the top here because this is where we're going to be actually sort of building that stair. So I'm just going to go and dig the stairwell all the way down to next to where we actually had that, where we found that other cavern, which was here. So I'm just going to build it down to that point there. But then we don't want to go through the aquifer. So if I just go back into here, I then want to just create up-down stairs. So this way I get up-down stairs in the safe areas. But the cavern, the aquifer layers, at least I can sort of see where they are. So I don't want to be building it from anywhere from here up, basically. So from there up. So I can then just change the designation. So I can actually go and mark, actually, where is it? Is it this one? No, that's not it. God, it's funny with this. Show the advanced options. There we go. So we're going to be showing, we're going to be changing it to we're going to change blueprint to standard selections, or from standard to blueprint. So we're going to go from blueprint. So I'm going to allow that one to be built, I think. Actually, I won't do that one. I'm just going to go and set this one up to the top. Because we have to manage this aquifer, I'm just going to go and put all of these. I can still do those. They're safe. That's not. So I'll just set that so we don't actually work on those just yet, but eventually we will. And so that way at least the miners can still just keep on doing things, and we may find another cavern layer. Actually, no, we won't. We won't. This is the next layer down. It doesn't have the rare wood. Right, so that's now the next bit. And so when we get to here, we need to now channel this out. So this is going to ultimately be a floor that we're going to be placing in here. So I'm going to go and dig this one out, which it can't be done. Because this is now a designation, we can't just mine it. We need to essentially polish it off, or sort of remove it through. Is it carving? I don't know if that sort of works. It's none of those. We've got to remove it. I think it's which way is it? Oh, yeah, that one there. So I need to actually remove this one. Designate constructed walls, floors, and other constructed tiles to be removed by miners. And so this is going to be what we end up doing. Now that we've broken through here, so we do need to... actually, what I'll do is I'll wait for that one as well. I'll just leave that one until we've got down to this level. Right, so because we need to block that off because it's now a bit too dangerous. And I think what I'll do is I'll block all this off as well. So I'll just go and I'll let them do a line of 3 just so we can get some things established. We've got a lot of work to do here. So if we just come back across, and we're just going to go from normal. So 1, 2, 3. I'll just go and make that into a blueprint mode, which means they won't dig that bit out. Still 8 hostiles on the map. Just run through them, and just dingoes. That's okay, we'll just keep it going down in here. Getting hungry. Now this is what we sort of want to avoid. Did we fix up that? Yeah, we did fix that up. That's good. So this is no longer blocked off. So a blind cave ogre is fighting. Now these are actual animals, which means that these are not. It's not reanimating, which is good to sort of see. Oh no, Crundle corpse. Okay, so this is different again. Blind cave ogre. Where did that happen? Yeah, okay. It is a reanimating area, I think. That's Crundle mangled corpse. So there was a cave ogre down in this area fighting. Actually, they come up as animals, so they don't even come up as hostiles. Where'd the last one go? Yeah, it's only showing it there. I'm not sure where the cave ogre is. All right, we'll steer clear of all of that until we can sort of deal with it. And we'll just let them sort of run forward. Okay, so we do have still some useful areas in here that we can make use of. I mean, we do have areas, it's just not ideal. And we do need to sort of get things done. It's running rotten slime again, unfortunately. I'll let them just do their thing. Now we've got the table and chair, so I might set up a like an area for my for the office. Now eventually this is going to be sort of like the main area that where people actually sort of come through. It's a good idea to set up your first office just where people are walking around. So I could set it up in here, for example, which is where people are sort of going to be walking. There's going to be a lot of walking happening there at this early part of the fortress. That will then change eventually later on. So let's just go and place that. So we just go to furniture, we go to chair, place the chair there, one of those, and furniture table, dolomite table, and we'll make this into an office. So we go to the zones and office. All right, accept, and then we can designate it. Now we do actually have DF Hack can help us with this one, so we can auto assign the holder of the role. In this case, what we want to have is just the which one is it? Bookkeeper. So we're going to end up with the bookkeeper and the manager basically sort of looking after this one through here. So they're going to be the same person. I'll just make it the bookkeeper though that has the office. I think that they require, actually we can do this one through, we'll designate that one now. So if we go across into we've got the bookkeeper there, we have the manager there as well. So the manager handles work orders. Once your fortress reaches a certain population, the manager must work in an office to validate. So they don't need to at the start, but the bookkeeper gives an accurate record of the office. They work in their office to improve the precision of the count. So I will make this the bookkeeper office. So we'll go and find novice record keeper is Sick, the expedition leader. Sick's got a lot of work to do. A lot of work. The mining is going to be too important. I think I'll put Began in charge there. No relevant skills, but you'll learn. You'll learn on the job. So you can see down through here that it needs a meager study and doesn't have one yet. And if we just go back to the manager in through here as well, so we'll make Began the manager. So Began's going to be the manager and the bookkeeper. So Began will give out the work orders as well as keep track of what's going on in the fortress. So a bit of a bean counter. But we need to get the office set up. So rather than just say this is Began's office, we're going to designate it to the role. So if I just come back into this area through here, click on that, auto assign, and so this will be for the bookkeeper, and which is going to then be Began. So that's all good. So that office is now Began's office. If we have a look back at the nobles, Began's office is now is essentially going to be okay, and that way we're going to get more accurate stock areas, and we can now start to bring work orders in as well. So eventually, we don't really need to do that just yet, but we will get there as soon as we sort of get things established. Is that Began there? No, it's Resmelin. There's Began. Began the manager, just waiting for somebody to come and set up his office for him. So they're still just working their way through here. Still 5 hostiles on the map. It's just sitting around. While Resmelin goes and gets all of his office for him. There's only 2 hostiles left on the map. All right, let's open up the fortress now. I think we're okay. F1. So we'll make it now passable again. We still need to get all this stuff downstairs if we can do it. Let's go down and make the. This area is about as big as that can be, I think, so we'll just leave that one where that is. We'll just try to get as much down in here as we possibly can. Other little areas that we do need, we're going to need sort of traps and things eventually. We don't need to worry about that one just yet. We'll come back to that. How are we going down in here? No, they're still not digging any of this yet. Okay, I'll let them sort of dig all this stuff. Might just go back up the top and just watch as they do things. So Began's disassembling this, which is good, so that's fine. Still got a lot to get out of the wagon here. Just keep a track on what's going on up this way, because actually 2 hostiles just came back in. Skunk is fine. Oh, here we go. What do we got this time? An ogress corpse. It must be reanimating. They're coming in off the northern bank, which is now this is not good. This is going to hurt if we have to deal with this ogress. Giant humanoid monster found stomping about in the evil plains. The low howls can be heard long before they are seen. Basically unbreakable. Well, it doesn't breathe, so it won't be howling. So it's just a corpse, massive corpse with all this sort of stuff gone. This would be way too difficult for our guys, so we're going to have to go back inside again, I think. We'll just watch and see what it does. Maybe we'll just follow this thing around, and if it starts to move down in towards the middle of the map, which is sort of, it's still a little way off. See, we're looking up here, it's still a fair way away. Okay, we've got starving units now. This will be the animals. And I don't think I can do anything about the animals, to be honest. What have we got there? Limonite, that's good. There's a lot of iron on the map. So this corpse is just wandering around. You know what I could do would be to... we were going to open up that bottom area anyway. I think I'm going to have to open it up for the animals. Come on, move away, move off. Wander off the map, please. Come on, just one step. A step to the left is all you need to do. So far this is safe. It's running rotten slime again. We just need to get all this stuff in from outside. Oh, there we go. It's actually now summer's. It's enough summer for the for everything to sort of move away. Let's leave that there for a second. Now we've got 2 injured citizens with no functioning hospital. They're just going to be badly bruised. Let's just keep everyone sort of working away here. What have we got left in here? Still got certain things. I want to get everything inside. They've just got to get everything in. Now we've got the 2 starving, dehydrated. These are in here. What I could do, if I let them out and then they get killed, they could come back as, you know, being something we then have to deal with again, which is going to be a tricky prospect. Let's just go back down into here. See how we're doing with all of this. This is good. And we've now got down to there. Okay. So now I can do what I needed to do in here, which was to get rid of that. And then we'll make this the bottom of the fortress. I'll just go back up the top again. Come on, guys, you've got to keep on getting all this stuff done. Good. You know what I think I might do is I might actually let the animals out. Do I let them out here? No, it's too dangerous. We'll open up this area. Let's open this up as well right now, and then we'll just make the best use we possibly can. What we need to do is we need to get the blocks down in here. So I'm just going to go and add in a block stockpile. Accept. So this is going to be bars and blocks, and then we'll just go to custom. And so we don't want metal bars, so no, that will be none of those. No bars there. Blocks of stone and clay, yes, but not of metal, and not glass or wood. So just stone blocks is all we're going to actually allow into this particular zone. So any blocks that have been made should come back down into here. We just need to go back up the top now and just tell the other areas that they're no longer dealing with. See, we've got a thing of blocks there. We'll just go back into custom blocks. None of those. And we also now we've got a catch-all down below as well, or up above in here. So we just need to go back into this one as well. Custom bars and blocks. And none of those either. That way we push them all down to where we need the blocks initially, which is down below. We've still got this one just thumping along, so we've got a fair few blocks there now, but I'll still just keep that one going. We've still got a lot of dolomite just sitting there. All right, well, okay, a lot of work to do now. And we've just, if I can get those animals outside, and hopefully they'll be okay. So we'll open this one up. Here we go. I'm now going to change it because I'm now going to go back to the labor menu. I'm going to let Sick just do her own thing. In terms of the Klingzog, I'm going to leave Klingzog mining, but I'm going to let Sick just sort of do her own thing now. We're going to go back up the top and just release some of these these bits in here, so we can just still keep on. Might as well open them up. So just get one sort of back to its small amount. So hopefully Klingzog will just work on that one. Sick will just do whatever she wants to do. We need to get the animals downstairs. So we'll build a little zone down in here for the animals to start with. So just a small area. Pen and pasture. Accept, and then the animals going to be assigned to it are just these two. Eventually we can sort of start to automate this through DF hack. So they're both female as well, so these are good because we can milk them as well. So we do want to ultimately save these if we can. You might just repaint that. Make it a little bit smaller. That's because I'm going to ultimately end up needing to build walls through here. So I'll end up with actually probably just there was all I need the wall to do. So that will be one lot of walls coming back up. Now the Klingzog I don't think has got any more work to do. Weather is cleared. There we go. Finally got clear weather. But we still need to keep everything coming in from the top as well. So I'm going to now move those animals downstairs. So we'll just go back into this room and unlock it. Make it passable. So the animals will now be brought down to that bottom area, and that way at least they can then sort of get what they need. We'll go down as well and start to now build these this little safe zone. So we're just going to go across, and we're going to need to go and like it's going to take a bit of work here, unfortunately, to sort of get this stuff done. This is going to be a pain in the bum, trying to get all this stuff done. It's it's going to be really annoying, really annoying to do this. So what we'll do is we need to first of all establish just what we're going to be building. So we're going to be placing walls, constructions, walls, and I will just keep on building after we do this. So I'm just going to go across and start in here and just work our way over. Select material after placement. So yeah, we're going to do this one. Yep, so we won't do the planner. Into that one through there, and then we do actually have the dolomite blocks. We've got 81 of these. So I'm just going to go and get those established. We're going to also establish it from here across to here. So it's just going to be a small little area. In fact, I might just do it from here across to here. Dolomite blocks. And just in here. So we'll start to sort of block this area off. All right, so that will be the bottom layer of it. To do that block there, eventually it's going to be sort of like closed off. I need to keep this one, so I'm just going to suspend construction there. And so that one, again, they can't do it diagonally if there's a block there. All right, let's now watch this. Actually, we better check that hostile. It's still off to the side. I might just follow this one around a little bit while things actually do happen. This ogre, I shall just track it. As long as it's moving away from where we are. The fact that it's coming in as everything's coming in as undead, it must be an animating biome. It must be. But then we had that blind cave ogre, but it didn't tell us that we couldn't see it to see if it was a corpse or not. It's climbing the trees. That's interesting. So it can climb. Come on, go off the map. Go on, you're so close. Disappear, please. Disappear. So it's just mindlessly wandering around. It's still a fair way away. It's sort of gone, it's skirted around the outside of our map, which is, I mean, at least it's a long way away from where we are. You can see the little yellow box where it's actually going. Right, I'm going to leave it where it is and just pause there for a second and just go back down to the bottom of the fortress again. This is looking good, guys. This is looking good. We've only got, what have we got left in here? I really want these copper battle axes and things in here. So this is the sort of stuff I do want to have brought back inside, but we're getting very close now to being able to essentially just lock that off. Got a little bit of greenery here actually underneath this rotten slime. This is now filling up quite nicely. It's muddy. Yes, we've got water with a dusting of mud, so it's not the best water source, but it'll do. At least it'll keep everything clean while we need to do things. All right, so the horses and stuff. Let's just make sure that they're actually okay. You can see there we've got no more starving animals. So they are now here, and we've got this first layer here done, and we're getting this layer here done, which is good. So we need to now go up and start to get to the next position across this other side. It ends up being a bit tricky with doing all this sort of stuff. So I'm just going to go in and make another construction, and I'll just make these constructions out of wood. I think just almost as if it's like scaffolding. I sort of pretend that if I'm using a construction that is a stair and I make it out of wood, it's as if it's a wooden scaffold. So we're going to build a staircase that goes from there all the way up to there. And actually I won't make it out of wood. I'll just make it out of blocks again. And we don't have this one just yet, but we're going to need to have like another staircase built right here as well. So we'll need to build that one up to the top. So I might as well get that done as well. And that way I can just build the blocks just leading off. So we'll go to the next staircase, so constructions, stairs, and in this case, yeah, we start there. So build that one up to there with dolomite blocks. And then we're going to need to do the same thing back over here as well. Now, I could do it from here. I might do it from this one here, actually. Oops, wrong one. I actually clicked on the wrong side. Construction, stairs. I moved off to the side here. There we are. We should have made a very large area, so we'll just go and designate that as well. So that will then allow me to block off this smallish little area here, which will be enough for me to get a farm started and things like that as well. But let's just get everything sort of working away first. Yep, Began has become the manager. That's fine. Getting some blocks down in here. We'll need to get like a lot of them down in this other side. That's good. That block is now in position. One injured citizen. Yep, so coming back in with all the bruising, I would guess. So injured, health. Yep, so this is all just, everything is bruised. Except for her face. No, was that orangutans that had the, no, it wasn't orangutans, it was it? No, I don't know. Anyway, it's okay. 2 hostiles still. Oh, I've got another moose that's now wandered in from on the southern edge. The ogre is still on the edge, which is fine. Let's just double check and see how we're going with this wagon. So Sick is now bringing stuff in as well. Hauling the battle axe, this is good stuff. This is what we want. It's moving pretty quickly. It's still on the edge. Sort of lucky they haven't really moved off into where we are. So they're both there. They don't mind each other. They're both undead. That moose is now moving in the wrong direction for us, but still a fair way away. Oh, we've found a thieving or mischievous creature. Is that it? That's more than that. There may be another creature somewhere on the map. If we have a quick look and see. So we can see there. All right, we'll go back downstairs again. Still got a few things in here which I would like to take downstairs before too much else actually happens. We'll just unpause again. Come on, guys, get it working. I mean, we have to do the bottom as well. Still frozen, the water. You know what we have to sort out now as well? We have to figure out how we're going to get the wagon in. And actually, no, we don't need the wagon. Initially, we just need well, let's plan for the wagon. Let's plan this out and figure out what we can then go and do. So if we've got the... so actually, there's a lot to do here because it's now midsummer. In autumn, it's going to be coming, and we do need to have like a location for it. So how are we going here? So we've got Began is now just fixing up this part of the wall. This is now all done. I can now just come back to these other areas and just start to set this up as well. So we'll just go back to constructions and go to wall and set up the wall from here to here. Oops, hang on, no access to... oh, hang on. Yeah, we can't get up there. We don't have the stairs built yet. So we need those stairs established before we can sort of get those done. So we need the next layer before that can be done. This one now can be resume construction, so we can just get that bit of it sorted out. One thieving or mischief. Okay, it's this here, this weasel, this naked mole dog. Okay, that's fine. So we've got we've got little things like that will be coming down. Once we get this fence set up, that shouldn't be a problem. they'll try to get into the fortress and take our food and stuff. That freaked them out. Come on, guys, don't let them these things in. Good. That should keep out those dogs. Now we've got to the next layers in through here as well. I can start to sort of now set up the zones. So that's now accessible. So we'll just go and start to build the walls here again. So get this one established. And again, just the dolomite blocks. And this one as well. I don't know if there's an order that it tries to build them. And this one as well. Dolomite blocks. That's going to be suspend construction there. So we have to micromanage this process. A bit more wall, so we can now do the next one. Yep, go that way. Even if we just get just a few layers up, it's going to be, it's going to be hard for creatures to break down into it. Okay, that's done. I'll just pause again while we start to get this one sorted. So with everything we've got going in here, so I can't do much there just yet. I'll wait for that one. This one here is going to take the longest. This one here will be able to block off pretty quickly. In fact, I can sort of almost, I can just do both of those anyway. So let's just go to the wall. I wonder if I can go up with the wall. I've never tried that before. Yeah, it looks like we can. So in that case, we've just got the blocks right up against that staircase. So that'll be okay. So we've just got a smallish area here, which should be secure fairly soon, actually. And this will then allow me to also then build the staircase that we were wanting to build all the way out. And so we can start an actual construction there eventually. So I'll do I'll just set up some farms in through this other side, just a couple of, like a few farms once this is all done. Just let everyone sort of do their thing. Let's just go back up to F1. Still got, we've only got, that's actually got nothing else in it. I don't need to do this anymore. So I'll keep the wagon where it is. Or do we? Started raining, just normal rain, finally. So Zoe, you're saying it's been such a hot summer over here in Europe. I'm living stay inside for the next fan hot summer. I'm not sure what you mean by that one. I'm living stay inside. Next to the fan, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's sort of funny actually, like because I was over there a month ago now, I guess it was, and yeah, it was actually beautiful weather a month ago. And then because I was over there, I keep on getting these notices about extreme heat now coming on my phone, so I had to turn them off. We've got 6 hostiles now, guys. What have we got? Okay, we've got these are giant crow corpses. The giant animals come from the south. Got that moose still wandering around. Okay, it looks like the ogre has now disappeared, which is good. So we don't need to stay outside here anymore. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to lock the entrance, and then then we should be okay. So let's just go down into here. Forbid this entrance, but we do need to, as I said before, we do need to get the where we're going to end up having the where things are going to come in for trading. And so I'm thinking that this could be our actual trade depot. We could actually make this into the trade depot. The trouble is we have to go through the aquifer again. And if we just go and click on this, we can sort of see that there's, if we punch up, we've got aquifer sort of everywhere for a few different layers, which is not terrible, but it's all silty. It's just silty clay, which means we can't smooth it. We are going to have to block it all up with different things. In that case, let's make this into the trade depot. So we want to have a 5 area in the middle. So we want this to be 7 by 7 ultimately. So it'll sort of tell me there that that's where we want the trade depot to be. And I think what we'll do is we'll start to sort of come back out here with the, we need it 3 wide for the, actually we need also an area for them to park their wagons. So let's go and park it over here somewhere. And then we'll start the way that we end up with the ramps sort of going back up through to the top surface. So we'll have a ramp that extends up above this way, I think, and around. So I'll start to just draw it in. So let's go across to here, which we know that there's no aquifer there. Then we'll build a ramp up here. The trouble is when we start to build this, we're going to then need to we need to have everything above it is going to have to ultimately be cleared out. So we'll do a ramp up here. Now, where did we get to? We've got a ramp, ramp. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, we've got ramps going all the way up to here. Ramp there. This is no longer this is no longer in the aquifer. So at that point we'll start to go straight across. So we'll make this into a bit of a corridor before we then have a ramp that comes up near where this other thing was. We want to have probably the ramp going down in here, I think. So we'll dig a channel here, then another channel there, which will then give us the ramp at that point. So that meets up with it. So that will be where we eventually end up with our with the actual way down into this part of the fortress. So for the trade caravan eventually. So what we'll do is we'll just go and set this one up where we end up with no. Like I'll just go and change that again. The advanced options, we'll just change it across to planning mode. It's all planned, and then we want to stop this here. So we'll still dig out all of this, and then just get that run ready for the wagons need to have a 3 wide track to then sort of move through. This is going to be a bit of a source of weakness, so we'll have to sort of figure out the best way to do that one. We may have to sort of end up trapping. We may have to go even further out. Actually, what we can do here is, if this is going to be a problem, we can actually have it so that it ends up coming a long way out this way. A long way out this way. It joins up there with a series of we don't want it longer to actually move there, but if we go and do this, we can essentially sort of create like a trap zone for it. So I'll leave that one back where it was. Okay, nothing can access this one just yet, but I'll still make it so that it ends up being all planned out. That there doesn't do anything, so I'll just ditch that one. That doesn't do anything now either. So this was so if we trap through here, ultimately what we'll do is we'll end up catching more creatures. Now, is that going to help? It's not going to help at all, actually, with that one. I'll also just make it a straight line. So I'll just dig that one through there. Yeah, because they're only going to walk diagonally through there anyway. So they're not missing anything with that one. So we'll just it's not as if if I come further out, I'm just going to make sure that that's the shortest distance through for the traps. All right, and back in there again. Right, that'll do us. So that will ultimately be where the... actually, I could even just set it up over here a little bit, just so it's a bit further away. I might just do that. The reason for this is just so that if any creatures do come through, they're going to walk through there because it's shorter distance. And so if they do make it into this part of the fortress, at least I can put traps down there, which will then... But they will free themselves up from traps. We could do damage traps there, or even other sorts of things as well. We can think about what we do there. And we'll just go and... But that will be sort of like an area for trapping, like once we sort of do get established. We do need to get this all done, so I'll leave that where that is. What are we still building down the bottom here? I'm still digging this out, which is fine. Still getting blocks done, which is fine as well. The others are all now starting to get this all sorted. Let's just keep it going here. So we'll just micromanage what's happening in here. That one there, resume. Oh, some migrants have arrived. Awesome. Click on OK and pause straight away because they've got no way in. So 6 hostiles on the map. So we've got those. Where are they? Actually, where are the migrants? They've come in from the south. We're right where these birds were. All right, so we've got our woodworker. Now, time for you guys to start to get your names in. Now, we've already got one name, that was Dragster. I'll just go back up and make sure. Sorry I'm missing so many of the comments here, guys. Drax is the only name we've had so far today. So, Dragster, this is you. This is you, right from the very, very start. So, we've got, so Erith, the woodworker, is a new arrival. 21 years old. Well, Erith is now going to be named Dragster. So there we go. There we go. And we've got Sir to Bud the Wise. Okay, just get Dragster done. What we need to do is we need to open up the fortress. We need to find out where these birds are. F1. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and establish my military to meet the crows. I'm going to put the military here, I think. So let's activate the actual squad. We'll just go and get them to assign a station order just right here. So I want them close by just in case the crows make it inside and if Dragster doesn't make it in. So anyway, let's see how we go. So we're now going to open up the door and make it passable. We'll just see where all the hostiles actually are. Right above Dragster. Dragster is just over here somewhere. Where are you, Dragster? I don't know if you're going to make it. Where were you? You were down in here somewhere. There you are. So we've got a hostile right above you. So they're flying above you. You're going to have to make a run for it. Yeah, they're right over you. They're all around you. Okay, so we've got 3 of you maybe banned before you even... Oh my god, and this is on the way as well. How on earth are you going to get through? You're really going to have to run the gauntlet, guys. Hey, you've done your Dazdemption. There's no way back from that. Now, it says one group is stranded, but I just opened that up. Just go back and just double check. I did actually open that up, didn't I? Yes, now passable. All right, the run is on. The run is on. So we'll see how we go here. I'll just meet them as they come off. Okay, next one in is a metal crafter. So we want these to get through if they can. Now, unfortunately, they're going to be hit pretty hard here. The gauntlet. They're going to be running all over the place because of panic if the crows attack. So this is not good. So the next one was Sir Bud the Wise. So Bud the Wise, there we are, done. So that's the second one. Next one we've got is, now what have we got there? Yeah, they've become militia commander. So hopefully these can help them get inside if we can do this. This is a bone carver, so not all that useful. Creator of weather riders before and after. So he has created a work of art, fairly old. So this one here is Grass Burgess. Okay, so that one is ready. And we've got a cat. All right, that's useful. That's the pet of Grass Burgess. Still no more, just let that one go. Another one coming in. This one here is Sev, the woodcutter. So got 2 lovers and 4 children. Sev is in there. Just saw a crow. Just saw a crow. Okay, here we go. This is Syrian. You can run fast, you're saying. I hope so. This is a stone crafter. Useful. Okay, 7 children in here, but no partner. So this one here is Syrian. All right. Another one coming in. No one's claimed this one. This one is just a peasant. So that would probably be part of our military, I would guess, at some point. They're caught in the rain. So, yeah, not what you... So Drax is saying, Seb with the low stamina, not what you need for a race for survival. So was that legendary? Stonecrafter. Yeah, that is... Okay, we definitely need to get Syrian inside. Definitely. It's the most valuable of all the people so far. Here they go. They're still making a run for it. They're halfway there. They're halfway there. The cat's sort of really moving in fast. Okay, so we've still got more, guys. If you do want to actually get a... if you do want to actually come back through, then get more... There's one more there. That might be the last one. Yeah, looks like we've got one that's unnamed. I'll just let it go a little bit further. There's been no combat. This is a good sign, guys. Where on earth are those hostiles? This is right next to where they're running. There's the cat. The cat's... Oh, these guys have... the moose has been triggered, surely. That's Sir Bud the Wise. Oh, they're going to make it. Dragster and Sir Bud the Wise and the cat are going to draw the moose. Oh, no, there we go. We've got Grass Burgess is actually avoiding the moose. No, he's not. He's now panicking. So Grass Burgess is in trouble. The cat wants to be with his master, which is Grass Burgess. There we go. We've got Zoe Thunder Socks there. Great. If I come back, if I die, I'll come back and haunt you, says Drax. Well, you probably will on this map. This is the trouble. I can't take on the moose, I don't think, with my military. Maybe, yeah, it's going to be too hard. Anyway, the moose is slow. So hopefully you can run and the crows don't get you. That's going to be the trick, I think. Where are the others? There's Sev. Still coming through right where the moose is. But now grass purges may climb a tree, which is not going to help him from the crows. And the cat's going to stay with him. Got all the others coming now. We'll name our last character, which was this one here. So this one is Zoe Thundersocks. Right, okay, so they're making the gauntlet through the zombie creatures. Let's have a quick look and see where the crows all are. We'll just get a bit of a feel. So this is the area of the map that we're interested in, just in around here. So if there's, and we've got grass purges running off in this direction, down towards this area. Let's have a look and see. That crow is miles away. That's not going to be impacting us. That one is right, sort of right in the combat zone where the grass purges is running. Sort of down this way. So grass purges is just there. Probably a little bit too far away, but it may still be able to catch these others. So it's just right. It's a fair way up. All right, next one is too far away. Too far away now, but right over where they ran. So it didn't actually sort of find us. And that one's also now too far away. So we've really only got the moose and one giant crow that is sort of likely to kick in. In the meantime, these guys will just sort of make their way through. Let's see what happens here. Now, are they running away? Where's the moose? Now, if the moose gets inside, that's not going to be good. It's aiming to get inside. Come on, just get inside there, Sir Bud. It's charging. I'm going to have to. If we go, I got sick outside. What are you doing outside? Oh, it's the meat. Oh, damn it! I forgot to change this. This is my fault, guys. I've actually I've left my meeting hall here. Oh, if it can go wrong, it will. If it can go wrong, it will. All right. We need a new meeting hall. This is going to have to be in here. So, but we now actually have a big problem where the moose is going to be charging around everywhere. And we're going to have to try to run away and deal with other things. So what I needed to do was create a meeting area in the fortress somewhere. So I'll make it here. Once I've done that, the wagon no longer becomes the meeting hall. So that was the problem there. And I thought of it earlier, and I just didn't actually go and do it. So that is going to be our main meeting hall. I can change it into different sorts of things, like inns and taverns and stuff. But in this case, that is now our default area where Sick will conduct the meetings. Now, unfortunately, we have the moose right here. We have Sir Bud. Is he going to get underground? I'm going to block this off. If he doesn't move right now, and he hasn't... What's our military doing? Are they there where they needed to be? Yes, they are. I think I'm going to tackle the moose. We've got Resmelin, we've got Punkass Beach ready to go. Can you make a zone for everyone to run to? Yes, we've done that. But it's no longer really going to be helping us. I will actually activate the civilian alert. Actually, I'll do that so that we do try to get people running. In, but these guys have to now avoid the moose. The moose is moving quickly. Okay, I think that Sir Bud the Wise is in trouble here. I'm going to send the military out to kill this. I'm going to keep the door open, but hit the moose. So in we go, guys. Attack the moose, please. Confirm. Kill the bull moose corpse. This is going to be super, super strong. Let's just see what happens here. Now we're getting attacks. Now we can see there the little drop down. I'll just do this bit by bit. So Bud has been hit and is now in terror. And has been knocked to the ground. So the bull moose misses the metal crafter. So he has actually jumped out of the way, but he's jumped onto the. So he hasn't been damaged yet. Let's just let it go forward a little bit longer. The moose is now on top of him. Just keep it sort of having a bit of a look. It's still the same thing. The moose is moving around. He's right on top of the dwarf. See a great big zombie moose. Well, unfortunately, you're saying hold the line, but no one's going to go through that door. This is why I have to now attack the moose. So at least we've got two of the dwarves can come charging up. Come on, guys, you need to move. It's going to take them a bit of time to get there. It may not be enough time. Now he's jumped to there. He's still on the ground. It rolls away. So you're still on the ground. You're now rolling to the escape hatch. Make it in there. Make it in there. You won't, though. You're going to stay on the top. Terror. You're moving out of the way again. Okay, the bull moose kicks the metal crafter in the neck with the left front hoof, bruising the fat through the llama wool shirt. So it's only bruising, which is actually not too bad. So Bud the Wise says, "The battle rages, I must press on." So and he rolls away again. So he's he's on the ground rolling away from this zombie moose. At least it's not a giant zombie. It's just an actual bull moose. That's actually, at least it's not a giant creature. If that was a giant, there's no way we could fight it. Now we have two thieving or mischievous creatures. While this is going on, let's keep on building this stuff up. I better just keep everything moving along here. So we've blocked that one off. That's good. We need to just keep going in here. And this is going to be dolomite blocks. And suspend that one. Suspend that one. All right, back up the top to see what goes on here. So we'll just keep it thumping along. What I'll do is there's different ways we can do this. What I might do is I might just go back into and look at the bull moose, actually, because that's going to give us the information that we want. So if we look at it from the bull moose perspective, so the metal crafter is Sir Bud the Wise. As we get new things happening, what I can do is I can go and open up the... actually, sorry, is that the right one? Now, if I go to the bull moose here and go to this message, I can then see, as long as I pause it here, I can then like every little thing that happens with this bull moose will show up. But we only see the metal crafter is not named. I wish there's a way that they could name these so we can see who's who. Kicks the metal crafter in the left hand, bruising. So it's not terrible. It's not terrible, which is actually really, really hopeful. So scrambling away again. Gorges the metal crafter in the right lower arm, bruising the muscle. So it's only bruising at this stage. Militia, here we go. So we've actually now got the Resmelin has now come out of the top here. If I just right-click there, we can see Resmelin has now appeared right here and is now starting to attack the bull moose. So let's just go back in again. And so Militia Commander bashes the bull moose corpse in the head. So it's actually now trying to smack it, and it's only chipped the skull. But Militia Commander bashes it in the right hoof, chipping it. Bull moose strikes the Militia Commander, but the shot is blocked. This is good stuff. Okay, so bull moose charges Militia Commander. Militia Commander jumps away, bashes the bull moose corpse in the upper body, bruising the muscle. It's going to take a lot of work here, a lot of work. So at least they're protecting the actual the people outside. Force bends the left rear leg. Now, the one thing we don't know is, has the crow become involved? No, it hasn't. So at the moment, it's still now just the others still can't make it inside just yet. They will try to, but they've got to overcome their fear of the actual moose. So Sick is coming back through. Now Sick, as her lover is Resmelin, who is fighting the moose. So there's sort of a bit of drama going on with this as well. And she, of course, was ripped to shreds by the harpies, the undead harpies. Resmelin is by far our most effective military guy. I sort of showed this at the start, but when we look at the kills, 4 kills already, 3 zombie harpies and 1 zombie skunk. And it's the order here for everyone is to kill the bull moose. Now, where are the others? He's coming up. So Punk-Ass Beach is on his way. I don't know where. At least they were both close to the surface when this all happened. Not sure where Supreme Plague is. Here he comes. A long way off. He's not going to make it to this fight. But at least we've got 2 of them there, which is good. So we'll just go back. We'll just remove that one. We'll have a quick look at the bull moose again, and we'll just keep on watching it from this perspective. Here we go. So it's now smashed in the hoof, fractured the hoof, and the bull moose has now fallen over, right on top of the escape hatch. Though unfortunately, bashes it in the lower body. Once it's fallen over, though, they can start to reach the head, and this is what they need to be doing. So again, the militia commander bashes the bull moose in the lower body, bruising the muscle. Bull moose strikes the militia commander, but it's blocked again by either shield or armor. Bashes here it goes. It's now trying to bash the head, so bruising the muscle, fracturing the skull. So it's now doing more damage to the head. It attacks the militia commander, but he jumps away again. Misses the metal crafter, so still going after Sabad the Wise. Militia commander bashes in the left hoof, chipping it. And then the hammer dwarf. This is hammer dwarf is Punk-Ass. So Punk-Ass is now here as well. So bashes the bull moose corpse in the lower body with the copper warhammer, bruising the muscle, chipping the lower spine's bone. Bull moose corpse attacks the hammer dwarf, but she jumps away. Hammer dwarf kicks the bull moose corpse in the head, but the attack glances away. You need your weapon for this stuff. Kicks the bull moose corpse again. So this is, this is militia commander bashes the bull moose corpse lower body, bruising the muscle. Misses militia commander, bashes it in the upper body again. So this is fine. Actually, no, there we go. In the head. Bruising the muscle but fracturing the skull. This is going to take a lot more work than the harpies to kill, but they are hitting the head, and this is what we have to be doing. Okay, the bull moose corpse bites the militia commander in the left hand, but the attack is deflected by the left gauntlet, but it has actually now latched on firmly with what's going on here. Hammer dwarf bashes the bull moose corpse in the head with a copper warhammer. The injured part is crushed. Well, okay, this is cool. So this is the hammer dwarf now. Once you crush a head like this, that should be the game over. And it is. Look at, here we go. Well done, guys. Well done. You've actually saved everyone. You've saved the day. You've saved the day. What fantastic. And this is good. So Punk-Ass Beach now is actually, if we go back to his military kills, we can see it's still 1 kill, 1 zombie bull moose. Fantastic work. Fantastic work there. So that's great. So Video Dog saying, did you see the Dwarf Fortress video where someone played 20 years to breed dragons and to conquer hell with it? It was amazing. No, I haven't. They've never even heard about that one. It was good anyway. That was awesome work. So you've saved a day. This is still open. We'll clear the civilian. No, I won't clear it because I've still got the others around. Hopefully the others will make it through. So when we have a look, there's no one else is fighting. These guys, how far away are they now? This is Zoe Thundersocks, but where on earth is our good friend Grass Burgess? Way down over here. So Grass Burgess, in panic, has actually now run miles away. No crows nearby that we can see. Let's just see where the crows actually are. So Grass Burgess down here. The cat will have possibly followed. Or maybe the cat's got more wisdom and has gone inside. Yeah, no, it looks like it's maybe headed off inside. So back over through here, we've got Zoe Thundersocks is the last one that has to then get back inside. Let's just see where these other hostiles are. So this one is way down the bottom left, bottom right, not a problem. That one's not really a problem either, not a problem. That one's sort of going to be in the way of Grass Burgess. I'll keep the civilian alert on just so we bring them in. This one's right above Grass Burgess. Yeah, so we've got one that's right above Grass Burgess there, this one here. So hopefully you'll make it back. Let's follow Grass Burgess as he tries to get back inside. It's a fair way away. Okay, I think you're going to make it. Yep, they're just collecting themselves. That's fine. So the military has now all gone away. I think we're okay. Just get them inside. Now, who was outside? You need to get inside. Still outside. What on earth are you doing outside? Let's tell someone to remove this. I'm pretty sure there's no... It's not designated as a meeting area, but the wagon is a meeting area. I think it's still the same meeting that she wants to conduct. There's nothing near her, so it's not unsafe. A snowstorm has come, so even though it's midsummer, we are now still getting... I mean, we're in the far frozen north. Yep, that's all okay. We'll let the snow fall. She needs to get inside. This should not be the main meeting hall. Could I get a dedicated workshop for my stone crafting, says Syrian. I'll bring in the money for the fort. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Actually, it's only a stone crafter. I thought it was a... Well, it'll still be roll-on effects for doing other things, bits and pieces. I'm going to have to leave Sick out there for now, even though we've got the civilian alert. For whatever reason, she hasn't done anything here. Anyway, we'll have to. I might just come back out once we've cleaned up what's happening down in the bottom here, as well. That hasn't started yet. Oh, you know what we haven't done is we've with the civilian alert, we've got the trouble is I haven't made this into a safe zone, so I need to do all this as well. So I'll just go in and set up this area. Just get all of that there, I think. Get that for now. We'll double check this stuff later on, but that's that gets, at least that then becomes part of what we're doing. This also ultimately will lead down through the fortress. So we do actually have a lot we can do down in here, which is good. Hang on, what the... Oh yeah, look. See, you know when I blocked out this bottom area here, see how there's a downstair? Because I got rid of the up-down stair. There's still a hole in what we're doing, so we need to fix this up. So this has to be destroyed, this downstair. So I need to be able to build on top of this, and so the constructions that I want to have in here is going to be, I'm going to start with a floor. I think I can do other things, but if I start with the floor there, I'll just get a dolomite block there for now. That will then block off what's there. I could build an upstair there and not an up-down stair. That will then, an upstair has a floor underneath it, but I'll start with the floor and then we'll build the upstair above that one. Sever saying, can I request a position in the militia? The dwarf is competent in spears or marks dwarfing. I only have I don't really have enough equipment yet for another member of the military. So if one of them dies, then yes, I could sort of move people around, but it'll be based on skills when we do bring that in, and we will be one of those crush weapons to come back into it. So it's going to be based on merits. I'm sorry. I've already had a few people actually ask for specific things, and it is just I have to do it as a first come first serve basis with this. Now we've got that one still has to be done. This one here still has to be done. So that's all okay. Actually, one thing we need to do is keep on colouring. So we'll just keep on coming back up. This ultimately is going to be the upstairs for all of this. Okay, that gets that done. That is fine. This is not fine, so we'll just move this one across. And actually, I don't know if I want this to be where we do it. Just leave it there, I think. So that will be sort of where we have all the different bits and pieces. That's all okay where that is. Now in terms of, we need to really just get everything sort of established, but I still need to get sick back inside. So what we'll do is we'll start to come back down now that we've got all these other helpers, and we do need to set up so much stuff. We just don't have anything at all. We need to get our just our basic workshops and things done. So we're going to set up. Probably around here is where we'll end up with most of the actual fortress sort of coming in off this particular side. We'll go with the farming. And so we do farm plots. I should just go and keep that one where that is. So do farm plots down through here. So the farm plots don't have to be very big in this area. So I'll just go and create one that goes all the way down this edge. So that's one farm plot. The second farm plot is going to be in here. The third farm plot I'll put into there. And I'll do another farm plot out this way as well. That'd be 4 farm plots, which will be heaps. All right, that's. Oh, hang on, we're going to end up destroying that one. I might just get rid of that. Yeah, no, I need to do it with this. No, it's not that either. Cancel construction. Yeah, just cancel that one there because this is going to be where our staircase is ultimately going to go. So we'll just keep 3. That'll be okay at this stage. Now we do have, I think we've got auto farming on, so let's have a quick look and see if we've got that established. So if we go back into the control panel, auto farm. So to see what auto farm does, so auto farm automatically manages farm crop selection. So periodically scan your plant stocks and assigns crops for your farm plots. So in this case, we don't need to worry about this because we've already now got it turned on. So it's just going to manage itself. It just means we don't have to do the micromanagement of going in and doing all the bits and pieces. All right, let's just go back up top and just wait for her to go inside. Come on, it's getting cold. You've got no clothes. All the clothes were ripped off you. She's out in the snow. What are you doing? Are you coming in to attend a meeting? This shouldn't happen. When we got a civilian alert on, it shouldn't actually happen. Now she's on the ground. Why is she on the ground? Not sure. It's Supreme Plague here. Maybe sitting down. Come on, guys, get inside. You've got a civilian alert on. The alert should override all this stuff. Just going to pause for a second. We're just going to go back down to here again. And so they're making these farm plots, which is good. Yep, that's still happening. That's needs to be resumed. So just need to keep on building this wall up as well. Can we get inside so I can lock it up? We'll just clear the civilian alert so that we can... There we go. There we go. So they're inside. We've got some wood logs out through there. We'll just go and we'll go and now forbid this. So there's nothing else. So that's now been locked off again until the merchants arrive in autumn. It's now late summer, and we need to establish this very urgently. Just let them all continue on with what they're doing. Come on, I need a bigger area than this. So the orangutan is saying the cat. I saw the cat. I saw it running around somewhere. It wasn't outside, I'm pretty sure. Should double check. I'm pretty sure I just saw it run past. Now this is, the cat has adopted grass burgess anyway. Yes, inside. So this is where the meetings should actually take place. We've got no job at this stage. We don't have any more picks. I don't think we do. Let me have a quick look and see. The third pick would have been handy. It's under weapons, I think. Yeah, only 2 copper picks. That's all we got. That's all we got. Issue with the steel battle axe. Where do we get that from? Oh, one of them's just walked in with this. So somebody's actually come in with a steel battle axe with the woodcutter. Sev. It's got adequate items. Yeah, wow. Okay. Actually, do you have abilities here? I don't want to put anyone without armor out into the military, but if we have a look at these, actually we have a look at the skills, military, combat skills, competent spear dwarf. Yeah, no, you probably would be the next one that we put in there. Level 3, but we'd probably end up just keeping you with your axe, I would guess. It's the only thing we've actually got. All right, well, we'll just keep that sort of stuff sort of thumping along here at this point in time. We do need to get this area, yeah, where is it? This area here dug out. Come on, guys, get a wriggle on. Let's see how we're going at the bottom there again. Yep, that one can now be resume construction. Resume construction there. I can now go along this one as well and start to plan this area. So we can start to build this. We can't do that one because we don't have access just yet in the bottom there. Let's just go to wall. And we can do dolomite blocks here. But we need to suspend that one. If anyone tries to build this before this is built, now I think that's, I'll make it a top priority just so someone actually goes and does it. I can make this a top priority as well. Actually, Supreme Plague's already doing that one. Good, now we can go to this level, which is still 2 levels from the top. Wall. Dolomite blocks. Suspend and suspend. Okay, that's Supreme Plague there. Oh no, it's Resmelin. Okay, that's now done. Because they can now step on that bottom layer, they can actually now place that one, which is good. These are now coming back in. So we've only got 2 more layers to go here. This is actually really, really good. And this one, resume. We're asleep there. Need to get Supreme Plague off that. It's going to not work. But you can try to put it there. That's ready to go. Resume construction. Now you've moved off. Oh, nice fast movement. This area here now is for the final bit. So we'll just go and establish this. Dolomite blocks done. Again, just suspend that one. Suspend this one. That one as well. Resume construction. And this one here, resume construction. So we're getting the blocks just from in here. So it's nice and fast for them to pick them up now, which is good. Which is why we want the blocks sort of close by to everything that we have. So we can start to build this whole part of the fortress if we wanted to, but I'd still need to get all of the mining done. I don't think I'm ready yet for doing too much up there. Let's just go back up into here. Come on, we just need this one little bit done. And we're there. Right, so this is going to be where like it's late summer now, the 12th of Galena. We need to now go and build ourselves a trade workshop. So the trade depot is going to be positioned out through here. And I've just got dolomite, so I'll just use the three bits of dolomite there. So what will happen is initially the trade, for the first couple of years, they won't need to use this big area out here. So all they'll do is they'll just come in and start trading with us, which will be fine. That's all okay where we are there as well. So we can now start to, well, we'll get this one finished off as well. I don't know what I'll use this for, probably a tavern or something. We do need to get like bedrooms and things established, just so that they're going to be more comfortable. The bedroom layer will be deep down into the fortress. And again, if we just turn this on, we can see that that layer there is usable. This layer here is usable. This is not. So I can make use of this layer for certain things. I'm trying to think of what I'd use it for. Do we have the halls? I think what we might do is we might establish. Ultimately, we're going to end up with these are all going to be staircases all the way that go all the way down. I might just start to plan for these now, even past all this stuff. This is now sort of pretty much fair game all the way down to the bottom. So it's going to go all the way down to, where do we end up going to? There's the bottom area there. So this will be the bottom of the fortress at that position there. So I'll just keep it where that is. And we'll have to sort of then establish the various staircases. But that will then sort of show things with what's actually going on. What I might do is, like we can smooth out all of this stuff. Once I start to dig this, all of this can be just smoothed out anyway. So I might just get the middle section smoothed out, because we know that that's always going to be smooth. Just down to about there. That'll do us. And same in here as well. This is all aquifer, so I can just smooth this one out from the corner. So I can get that one ready. That'll be okay. All right, so yep, so they'll be smoothed, and then we'll sort of deal with the other bits and pieces once they get started. I will have to keep track of what they're doing here, I think. think I'm wasting time with this sort of stuff, and I shouldn't be wasting time. You know, I think I will. I think I'll just go back and put that onto planning at this point in time, because we need to establish so much other things rather than getting the miners doing these staircases. This staircase will be important later on, but not right now. So we'll come back down. I'll try to use more sort of circular areas as well for the different things in the fortress. I think that'll be pretty cool to actually do that. So we'll sort of we'll try to sort of make it a bit more funky than the usual style of fortress that I do. So with the with the designation in here, I'm just going to change these to blueprint mode. Pretty much everything I've just done. But at least I know that it's there, so I can sort of plan ahead for it. So what we've got through here is we've got like there's an upward staircase there into the up downs. I do want to put an upward staircase there, so I will just go and build that one, because we now have to construct it, because we've now got a floor underneath it. If I just go into constructions and then go back into stairs, and then just do a from there and then up. So it's then going to essentially just end up being and I can build this out of anything I like. I'll just build it out of limestone. Now there's two lots of them. It's actually going to build the upstairs there, which is what we do want. I don't need this one because I've already carved out this one, so I'm just going to cancel that construction. So I've still got the upstairs there, but I needed to establish where it's going to go to. So that sort of works. Weather is cleared, which is good. Not that we need anything outside except for wood, really. 4 hostiles, they're just going to be still flying around. Now down in this zone, let's go to where we've got the let's make use of where we have the animals and things. This is going to ultimately be a corridor, but I don't know how far along it goes, so we haven't seen around here yet. Let's keep on building this until we actually hit the other area. So let's go and build it all the way across to, say, here. We also need to get a better water source, and we can't get one. We're going to have to do that one through the aquifer. Just go and yeah, everything else is good there. That's fine. How we're going with the rest of this. So that's now been established all the way across there. We'll just go and plan out the next phase of this one. So constructions, wall, and dolomite blocks. Suspend. Resume that one. That's good. Farm's working now, which is great. Okay, that's now established all the way across. So that there is now secure. This here is still not secure yet. Resume construction there. Good, and then we've just got the top layer. So that's the only weakness now in this part of the fortress. So wall. Okay, that's it. Once these are done. So I'll make all of the food making areas back down in this part of the map, just so we don't have to sort of go through the whole fortress. Now that this is all nicely secure. One more. There we go. So we've actually secured this little pocket, which is nice. So look down and see how we've gone here. So we're still making our way across. And so this will be for the farming and so on and so forth down into this other side. Just let them dig this bit of it out. Not sure how far this goes in. We're finding limonite, which is awesome. It's funny, we're not actually getting any of the actual limonite ore, which is unusual. Thought we would have got a bit of that, so I can start to just tell them to channel out more of this to try to get some more ore, because we will need to sort of set up like an iron, like a mine, like a forge system, which we'll do probably deeper into the fortress. So we'll do that. Actually, they don't have to do it deep. We do have a few different areas. I would like to find out where this is, what that actually is down this way. This is sort of wide enough for me to be able to use this. But I just want to see what's over here. Let's just dig along. Until we actually sort of hit the edge. Now, if any of them, like I haven't set up any sort of clothing areas or anything like that just yet, and which is fine, because what we don't want is to have them starting to go off and look for spider webs. There we go. We've got a little bit of limonite there, which is iron. Oh, there we go. It's now autumn, so we're now going to end up getting the liaison, which will now come and talk. Actually, I didn't have to have a look to see how big the actual even which group we're from. That's something I normally do. It could be. We've got a fair few visitors that came, like new arrivals. So it looks like we're in a reasonably big civilization. I think we just lucked out there. The bedroom's going to be down here too. Yes, they will. Yeah, everything will be down this way, but not on this layer. I'll sort of set up other layers around that one. There we go. So now what I want to do is just block this off. Just wanted to see what was where. God, we were so close to just getting into that bit. All right, that's always the way it works. So we'll just go and go to the constructions, wall, and I'll just make that into a dolomite block wall. Where are you going? Attend a meeting. Good. Stops you from going outside. All right, so we now need to start to build the areas for the farming and so on and so forth. I think I'll do the same circular thing that we did there before, actually. So I'm just going to go into dig circle. So let's go and move the cursor. Where's the cursor? If I just go back into here. So we've got this one selected. I'll put the central area maybe 2 out from these zones. If I just do it, say here, even 1 out, just place it there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll make it an odd number this time. 1, 2, 3. So I'll make it 15 diameter. That should be fine there. So I'll Control Shift D, dig circle, 15. All right, and we'll do the same at the other end. Control-Shift-D, dig circle. Again. There we go. So we've at least got a bit of a pattern for this particular room. I'll then ditch these bits. And I'll make them the doors. That's fine for what we need in through here. This is a bit more artistic than just the usual squares. I can fill this in immediately. That's okay. So we'll set up different sorts of areas. Now, if this is an animating biome, we don't know this yet. We may have to sort of rethink things a little bit if that's the case. So we'll start off with a farming workshop. I'll put a seed bin up in here. Just not quite getting the usable areas just yet. So we'll start to, we've got like pigtails and stuff, and that's wheat, cave wheat. We'll start to just make sure that we can like get kitchens and so on and so forth going. There's only 2 hostiles on the map. Skunk and a owl. Okay, that's not too bad. Not that we need anything outside just yet. I will need a source of wood. It may still be safer to go outside than anywhere else. Let's just go back down into here. And go down deeper into here. Actually, if we're doing it down in this area, we are going to need to have, although we need to have the supply caravan. Okay, so this has now come into sight. Their eyes are alight with anticipation of inspecting the splendid products of your industrious, which we've built nothing. Which we do have to, God, what can we sell them? Blocks, that's all we can sell them. We're not going to be able to sell them anything. I've done nothing. I'm so far behind. Take careful stock of your stores. Okay, so this is a big problem. I didn't even think about this. I didn't think about it. I've got everything else ready to go. We need to open up the door. We've got the outpost liaison from Balatulis has arrived. Okay, well, let's just go back up. F1, unlock the door. At least there's nothing terrible around this side. Where is the liaison? Where is he? He's over this side. The merchants can come from he's a beast hunter. All right, let's just see if you make it inside. We should have caravans as well. So he's coming in to meet. Where's the caravan? There they are. So they're moving across as well. They're going to get there fairly soon. Just watch them arrive. So they've got their protection there as well. Okay, so we've just locked that down again. So there's no one else outside that we need to worry about. Merchants have arrived and are unloading their goods. He's become a cat. the outpost liaison. We'll just have another look at that one fairly soon. We're finding a lot of other things as we dig. Okay, we need different nuts and things. Yep, so still raining slime outside. And actually, no, it's only showing where he came from. So we'll just go back to the outpost liaison. There he is. So he will go to sick, and they will then have their meeting. So we'll just go and watch what actually happens here. I'll just get rid of that. So they're moving towards where we changed the meeting area. So we now have diplomacy. Oh, we've got fighting. Troglodyte is fighting. That'll be underground, which we don't have to worry about. So diplomacy. The expedition leader, Simmons there, meets with the outpost liaison. So we've got Oster. So I'm your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. We'll just click on OK. There's much to share. Information has been added to the civilization world info. We'll have a look at that in just a minute. So make requests from next year's caravan. So what we want to know is, can they provide us with powder? Because we don't have any source of gypsum at all, like in terms of, so if we just go back across, can they always give us that? If we have a bit of a look, where is it? It's under powders. There it is. Wheat, sugar. Can we get gypsum from it? Gypsum plaster, yes, they can. Okay, I will put that down as something we definitely do want. At this stage, we don't really need much else other than that, I don't think. We'll hopefully by that stage, in a year's time, we'll actually have a bit of a forge system going, so we can sort of get our own weaponry with iron. At least we'll have iron weaponry. But yeah, I don't think there's much else we need to worry about there. So I'll leave it with that. They'll just bring the other bits and pieces. So we'll just go and click on done. So it's going to be priced at very high, but that's going to be okay. So what we need to offer you is that your craft dwarf ship, you need for ammunition is expected. So if you're able to provide some, they'll offer 200% for that. Probably won't get that done, I don't think. Let's go and click on OK. So that's now all been established. The troglodyte, we can see where that actually is. Troglodyte's upper body, take the full force of the impact. It's like it's fallen over somewhere. Oh, it tried to climb the wall. But there's nowhere through. It fell off the wall, that's what it did. So it was climbing around, trying to sneak in. So that's what they do. That's what you get. That's what you get for trying to break in. And I'm just going to double check. There is no way in, is there? Everything is secure now. There's absolutely no way in for these things. So that's what I mean. Like, it's fallen. Like, if we have a look and see again what actually happened here. So Troglodyte's upper body takes the full force of the impact, bruising the muscle, jamming the right false ribs through the right lung and tearing the right lung. It's having trouble breathing. Its left hand takes the full force of the impact and the part splits into gore. An artery split open during the attack. Troglodyte's lower body takes the full force of the impact, bruising the muscle and bruising the stomach. The right upper arm takes the full force of the impact, bruising the bone. So that's the damage that it caused when it fell off this area. I don't know how high it got, but it was climbing up to see if it could break in. There we are. So that's actually that's what you get again for dicking around on walls. Still building this little area. I'll just wait for that to sort of be opened up more before we sort of get too involved in all of this. What else do we need to do? That's pretty much it now. So we can get rid of that one. Yeah, item inaccessible. I'm not sure which one that actually was. Our post liaison has arrived, so we can get rid of that. Now we can actually just have a look to see what information we actually have. So we'll get we're at war with this group of goblins back in through here. We're friendly with these humans. There's us. Blue is where our home is. Okay, we're only a small civilization. This is us and through here. Okay, it looks like goblins have taken over this particular location, Goblin Fortress. Looks like we don't actually have any actual fortresses ourselves down in here. So we may be sort of like the last holdout, ultimately, for all these sorts of things. So we can go to civilizations. So Bellatus, this is us. So you can have a look at the trade information once you have a broker with appraisal skills. So we don't have a broker at this stage, do we? That's going to have to be Began again. So we'll just go back down to our nobles. So we've got the so Began is the manager, the bookkeeper, and we want to have the broker as well. Actually, Sir Bud, look at this. Look at this. Sir Bud the Wise. These are better at this job. These are a novice, adequate negotiator, competent negotiator. So even better again here for Dragster. All right. Dragster's probably going to end up being in charge of everything, I think. We might ditch Began. Sorry, Began. Proficient record keeper. The others don't have any actual record keeping skills. What about managing skills? No one's got any skills there. Oh, look, I'll leave Began in charge there. Look, that's okay. We'll just use Dragster for doing these negotiations. So that will then work. That'll be fine. And we will have to start trading fairly soon. Actually, what we could do is go back up the top again and just quickly start to try to make some crafts while they're here. Let's do that. So we'll just go and build a crafts dwarf area. So workshops. We'll just quickly make some things up while the guys are right outside. So we go into, we've got the stoneworker in through there, but we need the crafts, the crafts area. So we'll build, should we build two? Just build them out of dolomite. Yeah, I might grab a couple of these just up the top here. So we'll get them established. Okay, that's done. Add new task. We want to have rock. We want someone to sort of make things like mugs and stuff. Well, we need nest boxes as well at some stage. Pots, rings, toys. There's rock mugs. Add new task. Rock again. Amulets. Bracelets. I'll just make rock crafts, that'll do. Okay, we'll do that one there, and same in here. Make some more rock crafts for us, please. Now, crafts I don't want to have sitting around in here. So I'm just going to push them away from this location. Now that goes under finished goods, I think. Oh, look, it doesn't matter where it goes. Once we start to trade, we'll be okay. So it's wherever it's going to be, we'll be fine. I might just make some more bins while we're here as well. Wooden bins. I will have to get all these things established properly, so we can sort of do all this stuff. And then as we come back down, they are then going to be trading in here. So they're just getting everything set up. We'll just wait until we've got all their bits and pieces, and then we'll start to trade. That's all fine where that is. Leave that troglodyte to his own devices. Might just go back downstairs and just watch, see if he gets up. I mean, he will get up. Oh, he's already gone. He's already sort of taken himself away from this location. We do have the smear of troglodyte blood on everything as well, I'm guessing. So splatters of it all over the place. So that was a fairly big fall that he had. But that's what you get. So we'll wait for the message that the traders are, like we'll wait until sort of like towards the end of autumn. Oh, look at Syrian go! Look at Syrian go! Wow, unbelievable! I think we should almost make sure that Syrian has got like their own location here, because this is gonna be good. It's got Sabud the Wise in there. I'm sorry, we're going to give this one to Syrian. It's free for anyone to use. Minimum skill here. We'll go with, is it competent or was it legendary? It was legendary, wasn't it? We'll allow anyone from accomplished up to sort of work this particular workshop. So it's free for anyone to use, but the minimum skill has to be at least accomplished. And I don't think that that's you, Sir Bud. So if we have a quick look at the skills, novice. Yeah, no, sorry. Sorry, this is for Syrian. Where's Syrian? Okay, so, yep, so creative of, make rock craft. So this one will ultimately be, actually I could just say that that's a Syrian's workshop. So we only allow Syrian to work in through here. We've got a legendary bone carver, but we don't actually, the bones that we have are not really, like again, it's interesting there. Grass purges, but I'll give that one to Syrian. So so she can actually sort of look after that. Working on this one, I'll just wait for the others to get rid of that. So just keep Syrian sort of making all of these different bits and pieces. And because this is sort of working this way, I'm going to go and make a stockpile here, except, and this is going to be just stone. So the others will at least help. So the Syrian doesn't have to go too far away to actually pick up the actual stuff. Still got a fair bit of dolomite there. We are making use of it. We're getting through it. But they'll bring up the other stone for Syrian to then do the crafting. Okay, this is now working out fairly well. So what we'll do is we now need to think about what we're going to be building in these two different areas. I definitely need to get things like the basic farming sort of done, like shearing and so on and so forth. I'm just trying to think of whether I build it further up or not. I might just position them and just sort of see how we go. We also need to get stills and kitchens and things like this as well. So the trouble with the farming workshop is that it is if the animals, can I get a 3x3 in there? No, only a 2x3. If it is an animating biome, and we don't know if it is, then we're going to end up in trouble with hair and stuff coming back to life. Let's just do it and see what we end up with, because we can then sort of plan accordingly. So I'll go in and get a few other workshops established. So workshop, farming. So we will need to have a still. The butcher and tanner I'll put somewhere else. The kitchen we'll need down in here. The farmer I'll need. That's pretty much it, I think. So let's place a farming workshop here. We'll just build that out of siltstone. We'll get a kitchen built as well. So there's going to be just a smattering of different workshops and things down this other side, down in here, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can just build that one sort of up next to it. Workshops, farming, and we'll do the kitchen. Actually, I'll do the still first. We'll wait for the others to come in with their bits and pieces. The miners aren't mining all that quickly. Might put sick back to just doing mining all the time as well. We've got a lot of mining to do again, and we'll have even more. Alert. Your fortress is out of food. Are your farm plots working? Make sure you are planting edible plants. Try building a butcher's shop and slaughtering some livestock. Gather plants of fruit. Yeah, okay. Running rotten slime. We do have them all there, and we are now building things up. So we're just going to have to eat plump helmets. We're a long way behind where we should be with this fortress. Now that's going to then allow them to, I think llamas can be shorn. They'll certainly milk both the animals. So we've now got this area. We need to keep these actually happening back over here. I could just end up, I wanted to get like a clothing area on the other side, but I just need to just keep them thumping away through this other side here. What I'll do, yeah, there we go. That's now moving off, and we've got milk. Okay, we've got milk there. That's going to be okay for food. Okay, they're picking up the plump helmets, so they'll eat those. Wow, this is great. This is great. We're going to be able to sell a lot of really expensive things here. Come on, just finish off one of these, please. That's going to be milked as well. Shearing this animal now. Now we'll find out if this wall comes back to life. We'll soon find out. And it hasn't. I don't think we've got a problem here. Okay, this is good. So we're planting more of plump helmets down through that side. Definitely don't want to, these are going to be useful. What we can do is we can start on this other side down in here, is getting the clothing sorted out. So we'll go this way as well, down into here. So we'll just go across to the workshops, clothing and leather. So in this case, we've got like the loom and then the clothes shop, the dyer. I'm just going to put the loom down this way straight away. So we've got the loom, place that one there. Make that into siltstone, and we then have the clothes shop. Make that out of siltstone as well. Drink from plants. Let's get a few of these sort of happening. Then this will ultimately be our seed pile. So we don't want furniture there. We want doors. Throw a door in there. And I'll let this bit, this will be where the cat lives as well. We'll have to clean up all of what we've got sort of established everywhere at this stage as well. Right, we need a kitchen. So farming, kitchen. Hi, John W. Thank you for that. Saying, go dads, we love you. I love it. So Grass Burgess is saying, yeah, if a dessert with 2 humped camels was next door, what would we get? I don't know, it's just a riddle, is it? Okay, so we've got all this sort of established now. Now the I think we're getting close now to like we do actually have the loom weaving thread into cloth, so they're going to be making the cloth out of shearing the llama. We've only got the one llama. It'd be nice to be able to get another llama. Oh, okay. Oh, damn it! Damn it! They've already left. Damn it! They left too early. I thought we had more time. Can we trade? No, they're not trading. We missed it. This is a big problem because it now means that it's not worth them coming to where we are anymore. To miss a trade, they may come back another time, but it's we need to really be on top of everything for them in the future. Yeah, this is a problem. We have to sort that one out. Now they're blocked in. We're going to have to open up make this one passable. Let's see if we can get more of the wood inside while this is all happening. Still running rotten slime as well. Ah, damn it. Look at all this stuff we've got. We've been making so much great stuff for them as well. We're going to do so well. Actually, one thing we don't want is ore. So we've got limonite back in here. So we're just going to go back into this one, make it custom. So metal ores, no, none of those. Economic ores, no, none of those either. And no clay. So just the other stone, just the normal stone is all we want around these. This is like a different sort of stone. A dolomite is a different sort of stone. That is, I mean, we can always get more dolomite, so we don't need to worry about that. We're sort of running, starting to run this one down a little bit. Making rock blocks there. I think I'll actually turn this off now. So I'll just let them finish off that last one. We've got enough there just for at least for the start of whatever we're trying to do. Looking at the time, I'm going to have to get going as well. So I think I'm going to leave it here, guys. But yeah, things are starting to pick up, but we've still got a bit of work to do. Still got a lot to do. But at least we're now just in the actual building phase of the fortress, just getting things established. And we'll start to sort of now build into the various areas as we sort of go deeper and deeper. We've got a lot. Actually, we've got a lot there before we actually hit that next layer. So we'll start to sort of figure out what to do with the fortress in the coming. So we will need to have like a meeting hall, like an actual, probably just a private meeting hall. We'll have public stuff up above, but the private stuff we'll sort of keep somewhere else. And we may even have the workshops. These workshops might be moved somewhere else as well, I think. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So thanks for watching. Here we go, so legendary boat motorer. Okay, so let's go and leave it there, I think. So we'll, I'll be back again tomorrow. And I don't know if we'll play this. I sort of feel like I should now go back and play one of the other series that I'm still sort of playing, like Age of Wonders or something, back on the other channel. But again, if you are sort of looking for these things in through here, you can actually go and have a look there on my new channel, which is the youtube.com/@DazTacticLive, which I don't think I've put anywhere out there at this stage on Twitch. I should actually check all my Twitch stuff. I've sort of got like I had the weekend to try to get on top of all my admin for all the YouTube bits and pieces, and I just haven't done it. Been playing games. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.